Woohoo!
If you hear
All
strange noises, it's just Ezekiel. He is very interested in what is happening on the computer screen.
Me too.
I assumed he was going to guest star as the big bad that we're about to fight. That's about to drop down on our heads.
I feel like he could probably do Griffin sound effects.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right.
Mathis to do Griffin sound effects?
When the time comes,
Do a
yeah,
Griffin.
let's cue it up. Get him ready.
It's a big eagle. How does an eagle sound?
Would you like a recap, sir?
Apparently,
yes,
eagles
please.
sound like seagulls.
So my recap style is I say whatever wrong information I can, but the storyline is correct. So we left the gladiator pit. We went to a Hogshead Tavern where we met up with Evil Draco. And he basically said that we could take Happy, I don't know.
Hoppy.
If we found a bunch of creatures. So then we went and talked to creature handler Hagrid. And basically this is a different version of Harry Potter. John just didn't know. And we learned where all of the creatures are that we need to obtain. And we're hopefully going to get them quickly so we can find Renan's sister. Sorry.
Stimpy.
Sorry.
We went to the marketplace. Some jade lady made our minotaur cut metal skin cut, no blood. You're welcome.
Metal skin cut, no blood.
Yep. And we're gonna go find some lizard creature for 500 gold in the desert. Because why not just do everything while we're out there?
But first,
You're welcome.
first we get in the Griffin, though.
Yes. We made a plan. Hopefully someone wrote it down. Oh, that's me? Nope.
My favorite Michelle style recap where nothing you said is technically wrong
And nothing is right.
and also not terribly helpful.
You're welcome. But everyone remembers, right? Do you all remember where we're at now?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. It was a very effective recap. We had found our way into the winding corridors here of the Dawn Canyon, and we were playing a little game of Echo Mimic with the Griffin, who was screeching, trying to intimidate you. Hoppy tried several times to bellow in response. Then the Griffin went silent. He managed a manly bellow instead of a girlish bellow. And still no response, and we left in the cliffhanger ending of a large, ever-increasing shadow appearing beneath the group of you. That's everybody except Renan, who is hiding behind a cluster of rocky outcroppings next to someone else, a bloodied woman telling her to shh, remain quiet. And the four of you, not Renan, look up and see a massive boulder hurtling towards you, and that's where we're going to pick it up right now. So, super quickly, giant boulder about to crush the four non-Renan team members. I would love for everybody to make a dexterity saving throw for me to represent your character's reaction.
I would love to do that too, however I lost my... There he is.
Get it together.
Do I get advantage on this because of danger sense?
Yeah, I'll give it to you.
I'm trying to find it on the character sheet.
That's not good for me.
They're above your skills. The saving throws
Oh,
on your
okay.
character sheet.
Dexterity, okay.
Nice.
Splat goes Draco.
Oni, you dodge out of the way very quickly, just sort of like warrior rolling out of the way, Kratos style, just side dodge. Amon, you leap backwards, cape billowing in the wind. Hoppy, you just gore forwards. Nobody thought to grab Draco on the way out, who like watches each of his siblings just dart in a direction. What's going on, guys? Oh shit. And then maybe short legs can't get you there fast enough. I'm not sure. You are going to be in the path of the boulder. I'm going to make an attack roll for the rock, and if successful, you're going to take some damage. But an 11 does not hit your armor class, does it?
My armor class is 11.
Is it? Oh,
It
no.
is.
Sucks. Damn.
The large rock just drops right on top of like the left half of your body, starting with the shoulder and just crushing everything down. You take 9 points of bludgeoning damage. There's like kind of like a wet, gushy thud sound as the rock just sinks into the the gravelly sand beneath your feet. You're pinned under the rock, and you look up and there is just a giant circling griffin flying around, and then disappears above one of the rocky ledges.
Of course.
Cool.
Is Draco's currently pinned under a rock or just bludgeoned?
Yeah, his left leg is stuck under the rock that's kind of sunk in.
Okay, I'm gonna run over and try to get the rock off of him.
Make a strength check. Not a saving throw, just the raw ability, clicking the word strength in the upper left-hand corner.
Cool.
Oh no, like try as you might, you really put your back into it, but it's a combination of like you not wanting to hurt Draco, and it just being super heavy and kind of stuck in the sand. You can't get it to budge.
I
Yeah,
can
but-
get
Can you
it
come help
down.
me?
I bet Hoppy could do it.
I'll go help.
Can I get some help?
I would like to go and do it.
Okay, with Hoppy and Oni working together, Hoppy, why don't you make a strength check with advantage?
Hell yeah.
There you go.
Okay. Well,
I like those are, for what it's worth. We can use the rolls because that doesn't change, but you're clicking strength save, not strength score.
Oh,
Just for
sorry.
future. No, it's fine. Just for future reference.
It's -2 or -2, so 18, 21.
Yep. Still both either plenty big enough.
Mhm.
Oni's like, we're gonna just gently roll it off of him on 3, 1, 2, and Hoppy just picks up the whole boulder.
mhm.
Oh, okay. Oni grabs Draco and drags him out. Hoppy just kind of tosses the boulder aside, like, sure. Why did you not? Were you able to do this?
Weakling.
You can see in the path, like if you were looking at the picture on screen now, if you were to wind around the right side of this image, there's a large, column-like plateau. That seems to be where the griffin is landed for the moment. Maybe it's home base, but that's where it's making its ambushes from right now. You notice that there are erosion cuts throughout the strata of the rock, and it seems like there were natural handhold and footholds enough that if you wanted to climb this, you could easily.
How far is it? Would we be able to attack with ranged weapons, or?
It's about 60 feet tall,
Okay.
so anything that's not thrown is almost certainly going to be effective, and then like spears and javelins are probably a disadvantage to hit that high.
Can we see the griffin from where we are?
No, right now it's like landed on the plateau above you.
Okay.
Well, I'll go. I'll start climbing. Anybody want to come with me?
Yeah, I will.
I will
Front
too.
line.
Get this thing. Where the hell's Renan?
She's hiding
Um,
with our new friend.
Maybe one of you guys hang back and make sure we get up to the top, so that he doesn't dive bomb all three of us.
I'm a teenage girl. Do you know how much help I'm going to be right now? None. None helps.
But you're a boss girl, though.
Come
Oh,
be the
I don't
lookout
doubt
for us.
that.
Come be the lookout for us while we climb, so that we don't get attacked.
Fuck
Okay,
you.
I'm gonna go ahead and cast my my little buddy, so my wild spirit, so that way, if need be, he can teleport, them up out of the way a little bit.
Is the griffin one that we have to take alive?
Yeah.
We got to take alive.
Just bloodied.
because they want them to be used,
Okay.
for the competitions.
Well,
Just a friendly reminder, everybody took potions to help with this.
mhm.
Don't forget your stuff, team.
Sorry, I'm not ignoring what's happening. I'm just having a bit of a technical issue that I'm resolving.
Is everybody else having weird audio?
Not currently.
What's it
No.
doing?
I can just barely hear you guys.
I can hear you all really well. That's not helpful, but there you go.
Well, that actually is helpful because it tells me something's wrong on my end. I'm gonna disconnect it.
Whilst he's doing that, I'm going to move you guys to a battle map so that we can have a better sense of what's going on. And as you turn the corner ahead of you, here-ish where I'm pinging, is the plateau that I was talking about. Can I get a perception roll from everybody?
Wow.
My rolls are killing it today. I love it.
Yeah, plenty good. We got lots of very perceptive people and a few not so perceptive people, but that's all right.
I'm cross-eyed. I'm in pain right now, guys. I'm sorry.
Seriously, you're still seeing blood. The aforementioned plateau is definitely where the griffin is hid out. Oni and Hoppy and Amon, as you guys are constantly aware of danger around you all the time, you wait and you can sort of see the plumage of it whenever it stretches its wings out, right? So you know for sure it's atop there. And Amon and Hoppy, you both notice that right around here, along this rock face, there's a series of pythons that have been dug, hammered deep into the stone face, and even a length of coiled climber's rope, like someone has ascended this plateau before and left behind their climbing gear. That would be whatever you want to do with that.
Why would somebody do that? I
Well,
have
you're
no
probably
idea.
leaving it in a hurry, I'm guessing.
Sounds like we have a
Well,
way up.
Is this does somebody own this this griffin?
You can
That's
ask
what I
them
was-
when you get up there.
Use it to climb.
Well,
Just,
yeah,
you know.
but
So how
Screw
tall
it.
is this? Are we thinking?
60
How high
feet.
is the cliff?
Yeah, about 60-ish feet.
So
it's a
that's
whole turn's worth of movement.
yeah.
Of twice actually. You climb at half the speed you move.
Wonderful.
I've dropped everybody's character tokens in on the north end of the battle map. It's a little bit larger, so you may have to zoom out a tick or two to see everything.
So are we just moving freely right now, or are we?
Yeah, I think that's fair.
I'm
So
just
they
gonna
can all see
move
you.
to the base of the cliff and
Come on, let's go upstairs, buddy.
start my ascent.
Look, if you have maybe I'm Uncle John, they're friends.
Not
Okay,
using
quick-
the rope.
I can't see them.
Quick question: the bottom right-hand corner, is that just a logo that they left there, or is that something else?
I can't see them.
The Patreon, yeah, that's just a logo.
Okay,
Uncle John.
just making sure.
Good inquiry. It's a giant space monster.
It could be.
And who are all those guys on the board?
Oh,
Well.
goodness.
And our baby
I didn't
griffin is
move
here.
them.
So I'm going to position myself next
Somebody-
to Amon
guys
so that
upstairs.
we're at the base
How do
where
you
we
move
can
them,
climb. Is
Go upstairs.
Come on.
the griffin engaging with us at all? Like, does it see us?
Buddy,
Is
let's
it
go.
directly overhead? Is it on the far side of the plateau?
You don't get a sense of its exact location, but it has stopped moving now. Your perception checks from before, you don't hear any motion upstairs, so it might be waving because it hears you. But hard to know for sure. Amon, you said you wanted to start climbing, but you said you did not want to use the rope. Is that correct?
Correct.
From you, I will need an athletics check.
Before Amon moves away from me, I'm going to throw him the potion of climbing.
Smart.
I'll take it.
I mean, he already did, so pretend like I caught on to this way before. So you now have the potion of climbing. You're welcome.
I take the potion of climbing before I climb.
I'm gonna need you to role play that. Thanks.
Glug, 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 glug.
Thank you.
As
Did
you
not believe it.
swirl the brownish elixir, it like has a bunch of salt or sediment and dirt sort of like settled at the bottom. But as you swirl it once, it kind of creates this vortex of dark, Terra-like energy. And as you imbibe it, you sort of feel almost a magnetic attraction to the stone wall. And as your hands touch, they like magnetically affix. You can literally just Spider-Man walk up this surface effortlessly. No athletics check is required. You have a climbing speed equal to half your normal speed.
Nice.
You're welcome.
Hell yeah.
Does anybody else want to try to ascend?
I'll go up the rope.
Yeah, I will also. I'm gonna let Hoppy go up the rope first. See if he
Are
falls
both of
asleep.
you trained in athletics?
I am trained in athletics, yes.
I have some.
But no. Do you have the proficient box?
I mean, I have a 3 in it.
Is it
Does
checked
that
off?
count? It is not checked off.
Okay, so if you're proficient in it, there's no check you have to make to climb a rope. That's just something you are good at because of your training. If you are not proficient in it, you'll need to make a DC 10 athletics check, Oni. And is everyone else content to hold their positions at the base level?
Yay! I did it.
Well, I'll have my little wild spirit float up with him. He can fly apparently,
Nice. Just
so he'll just go.
little fiery cherub wings.
Yeah, exactly. Miniature me flying up, looking all goofy. Yeah.
Perfect. All right. Those three methods work just fine. Hoppy hand over hand, Oni below him, and Amon just Spider-Manning up alongside of him.
Whoa now.
The three of you get to the midway point, and still nothing. But I wanted to give you like a before we reach the summit. This is like your PNR. This is your last chance to make any changes. Good. You guys ascend all the way to the top, right as you are on the screens now. And here you can see the griffin. Oh shit! There he goes. Is standing right next to a nest. In the nest, you can see a number of severed human body parts and a small griffin hatchling.
Oh, be
Oh,
mine.
we can take the baby.
There you go. That'd be much easier.
I mean, it would be
Kill the
technically
mom.
correct.
Kill the mom. Take the baby.
Oh Jesus! The things we say in D&D. Can I have
the mom can
everybody
be
roll initiative?
grief-stricken. The ones that are up there, or everybody in general?
Everybody in general. That way we've got like a sense of what is happening here.
Yeah, my initiative.
What is happening? Mine didn't get broken.
John, I didn't click on my thing. Can you put me down at last?
The only time you have to click your character before clicking initiative, your sheet
do I
is
keep
when
getting
we roll
one?
initiative.
Hey, I did mine right.
I always get the low lows. It's hilarious.
Is everybody's right now?
I can't see everybody's.
All I see
Yeah,
is
I
a
only
griffin and
see-
a mon. My thing got deleted.
Same.
Oh,
I'm getting a invalid string length. Error.
Give me one moment.
Yeah, I
fix
had
this.
to hit the initiative box on the character sheet once I had my character selected.
There we go.
Okay. Do you see Griffin and Amon now?
Yep.
And I get one yet again.
Oni, what did you have?
20.14.
And Michelle had 25.
I keep allocation size overflow. Error.
and I got a 3. 0.14. I got pie.
Now let's take one quick second and look at Draco's sheet and figure out what's going on there.
My initiative is 0.1.
That is not right. It should be just 1, right?
If I'm ever in the desert fighting a griffin, I hope that this is the music playing.
Right?
Oh no, yeah, your dexterity is 0, so your initiative bonus is 0.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just rolled a 19 and you got a 19. So it is not broken, it's just very small.
Okay. Put me back to 1, I guess, then, right?
All right.
All right.
Renan, the 3 people you're watching from the base have ascended the summit. There's just an ear-piercing screech, a giant call sound, and you can watch them all like take the half step back that they have left before falling off the plateau. Clearly, they found the griffin. What would you like to do from ground level?
I'd like to look around and see if there's a place that I can get a little higher and still be quite hidden. So you're welcome for that suggestion. And then ready my bow.
Just south of where Draco is here, there's like a little 10-foot, escarpment. You could easily shimmy up that and be 10 foot higher if you wanted.
Yeah, I'll run and climb.
Are you proficient in either acrobatics or athletics?
That's a really good question.
I thought so.
I mean, look at her. You can tell she clearly is.
Acrobatics, baby.
Yeah, nice little vault up to the top of there. You scuttle up, no problem. You are 10 feet higher than you were before. You still can't quite get a beat on anything on that plateau. You can see the top of Hoppy's horns and the back of his head.
Yeah, I'm done with my bow readied.
Amon, it's your turn.
Where am I on? You said we made it to the top.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what do I see? You said the griffin and the baby.
Yep, and a nest full of human remains.
Sweet. Is there any other kind of cover up on top? Or is it just
No,
flat?
this is a bare table. You are fully exposed up here.
Sweet. Just the way I like it. Alright, I'm going to move opposite the griffin to try and skid around over here, and I'm going to draw my bow and try to get a shot off at the mother.
Okay. That's a hit. 7 points of damage. Almost unexpectedly, the arrow just sinks in deep, and you can see the trickle of red blood. It's, I don't know if you were expecting something more supernatural, but it cries and bleats like a chicken almost. Menacingly glowering, though it tucks its wings in tight, and now assumes a predator almost like some kind of feral cat, and just makes direct eye contact with you.
Alright.
Oni, it's your turn.
I mean, if we're doing this, let's do this. Time to attack. If I'm attacking with 2-weapon fighting, do I attack with both of my longswords?
If you want. You don't have to. The second attack requires your bonus action to make. and unless you have the 2-weapon fighting style, you will not add your strength to the second weapon.
I do have 2-weapon fighting style.
Cool. Then yeah, you can, attack and then bonus action attack.
Okay. There's the first one.
Hit for 6.
Here's the second one. Hey, and that's
Another
a crit.
hit for 7. So roll another damage die.
A D10.
Yes.
Should be D8.
Oh yeah, sorry, D8 one-handed, not 10.
No, that was my second. Oh, I see.
Much better.
Cool. Describe to us what that flourish looks like.
While the griffin is looking at Amon, I take advantage of the opportunity that its head is turned so it's not looking in my direction, and I go phew, phew, with my giant swords. And then I stand there hero pose.
Nice.
Do-do-do.
Lashing at it several times, you have like that, pulling back the victory blood dripping down the fuller in your blade. Are you the kind of champion that names their weapons, or is that beneath you?
Oh no, I totally would. I haven't come up with names yet, but I need to. I'll do that.
Okay.
I'll add it to my list.
Dave and Dave Jr.
You have movement left if you want to make a move, otherwise it's going to be the griffin's turn.
Yep, and then I'm going to move myself back over. Is there enough of the plateau behind me that I'm not likely to get blown or pushed off from here, or should I be here?
Boy, that's a loaded question, isn't it?
Well, it's hard to tell because it looks like that's right on the edge. I don't want to be right on the edge.
Sure.
Maybe just say how many feet you want to be from the edge.
This here is still technically on the plateau. Like where Hoppy is, he's on the very edge. So this would be like 5 feet from the edge. This is on the edge. This is off the edge and you're falling.
Okay, I'm going to move myself.
So I'd have to push you 15 feet from
There.
where you are.
I'm going to
Cool.
move myself there.
One other point of consideration, you have left the griffin's threatened area, which provokes something called an attack of opportunity.
But it wasn't
As-
looking at me. Kidding.
As it senses you've like turned to run, it gets to just rake you with its claws.
Good luck.
So maybe don't do that.
Too late. Done did.
And it misses.
Whew.
You're not wearing your shield right now if you're using 2 weapons. So
It's 18.
with a shield, I assume.
That I don't have any notes to indicate otherwise.
I'll show you how we can know for sure.
Okay.
If you open up your character sheet
Mm-hmm.
and you find shield there, and if you click on the shield button, see how the equipped field is ticked? If you unequip
Unequip it.
that, then what does your AC become?
16.
Uh-oh.
Bring it, Birdie.
13 points of slashing damage. It rends you asunder, just raking down your back, cutting through the mail in some places. Probably down to the bone.
Okay.
It is now my turn. And it's going to move against Amon. And it's going to make a beak attack, trying to bite him.
Beak attack, beak attack.
5 points of piercing damage as it just pecks at you like a giant angry chicken. And then it brings to bear its true weapon, its claw attack, which hits for 14 points of slashing damage. A brutal series of attacks slicing you to ribbons. Your blood splatters the top of the plateau. Hoppy, it's your turn.
We have to take this thing alive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is there any way that I could move it over to... No, that won't work. I guess I'm just gonna go up and whack it with my whacking stick. I'll rage, and then I'm using a for this first attack. I'll use my longsword until. Will you let us know when it looks like it's heavily injured, where we might be able to capture it?
We've yet to hit it, so
No, we did
we did a couple, I guess.
20 points of damage. That's not bad.
There. Can you see it now?
Yeah. Okay. Just because we're trying to capture it, I don't want to.
Right,
I don't want to.
But we're trying to catch the baby at least.
I would
Okay.
like to take them together if possible, but
Also, the rule set allows for you to just declare that your intention is to do non-lethal damage. That represents like smacking something with the butt of your sword instead. Mechanically, it changes nothing in the game beyond your intention. Like even a fireball can do non-lethal damage, like representing it just the kinetic force of the explosion knocks a creature sideways or something. If you guys just tell me I don't want to kill with this strike, I will measure the hit points the same. And you're just, you're telling me you're not trying to kill it versus I'm definitely trying to murder it.
Well, I'm definitely trying to murder it right now because I want it to be paying attention to me. So I'm raging, which is my bonus action, and then I'm smacking it with my smacking stick.
Hit for 8 points.
And I have ancestral protectors, so it's at disadvantage if it tries to attack anyone else.
Mm-hmm. What do your ancestral protectors look like? Are they ancient minotaur spirits, or...?
They're like chocobos.
Okay. Golden, spectral, rideable chickens.
I like it.
Just circle your opponent. Excellent.
Precisely.
Draco, it's your turn. You can hear quite the kerfuffle happening upstairs. One broad strike of the griffin's talons sends a shower of blood droplets down on the sand below. What do you want to do?
Well, see, I figure try to get a distraction for it so that way, it gives them a chance to do something. So I am going to send, what was it? A flaming, a flaming sphere. I'm going to try to hit right in this area here. Woo. Just basically what I can see, right? To kind of, I'm thinking I'm going to throw this right here, kind of make it kind of explode. Hopefully, get the bird's attention, and then I'll have my wild spirit do a flame seed and try to hit the griffin.
Do the flame seed attack first. Uh, 3 damage. Am I reading that right? PB is proficiency bonus.
Well, it's for spirit. So where would his proficiency be?
It's your proficiency bonus.
Oh, it's my proficiency.
Should be 2 at this level.
Yep, it is.
And then you conjure the ball. Do you get to move the ball, or is it as far as you can move it?
The flaming sphere is, I think it's there.
Okay.
It can go 60 feet, and that's it. It's a 5-foot diameter sphere of fire.
Gotcha.
And it lasts for the duration.
And so next turn you'll get to maneuver it. At initiative 0, the bird, who is the word, starts really just working its wings super hard and pushes off the ground, creating this giant gust of wind, and flies off the platform, beginning to circle it from about 30 feet in the air. Amon, your character was the closest, so I'm going to give you 2 options. The gust of wind is significant and risks blowing you off the platform, but as it's trying to, do that giant gust attack, it is leaving itself very vulnerable to a counterattack. You're going to get to make a dexterity saving throw to resist the gust knocking you off the platform. If you do not take the attack opportunity, you'll make that defensive saving throw at advantage, or you can make an attack of opportunity against it with advantage.
I'm gonna attack. Do it. Do I do anything for advantage other than just do it twice?
That's fine. There's also a box next to, in the upper right hand corner, that'll say like advantage toggle, core, and spells. You can turn advantage on so the game will auto roll for you and highlight the correct die, but just rolling twice is a fine shortcut.
John, I was right behind it. Can I do attack opportunity as well?
Sure. Uh, 14 also hits for 12. All right. It flies away. You guys grievously wounded on its way out the door. Amon, the gust of the winds that it was focusing on you do begin to move your character backwards. I'd like a dexterity saving throw, please, to fall to the ground or grapple for some kind of handle or foothold. Oh no. Amon, you get pushed to the very edge of the cliff. To those on the plateau, it looks like he's gone off. There's that shuddering moment of oh my god, did he just die? And then you see one bloodied hand pop on the top of the plateau. He's dangling off the edge of this 60-foot precipice by one bloodied hand. Renan, it's your turn. Start of round 2. You're either muted or there's a significant delay. I saw fuck.
Always. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me
Yes,
now?
Indeed.
Okay. I'd like to use steady aim because I'm not moving. Because it's in the air now, right? I can see it. Is it?
Yep, you can.
I'm going to try to shoot it. This is a bad idea. I'm already judging me.
Oh, seems like a good idea. That is a hit for 5 points of piercing. Hitting it right in the hip joint as it's trying to make a turn. You can see it turns its head like an owl, almost 270 degrees behind to mark your position.
Great. Awesome.
Now what did you do?
It's cool.
He had their attention, or they had his attention. Now he's got our attention. That's not good.
I'm quick and I can hide. I'm fine.
And I'm injured right next to you.
She's
He
not
throws
really-
giant rocks at you.
You're down
Sucks
low.
for you.
Mhm.
Amon, it's your turn. You are hanging by one broken hand off the ledge of this precipice. You can use half of your movement speed because you still have that potion of climbing to just stand right up. Without that potion, you might have been scattered to the four winds well off this plateau, but as it stands, you can just vault yourself back up. It costs half your movement to get back to here.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Okay.
And then I'll use the other half of my movement to get further up. Has the baby griffin moved at all? Done anything? Is it?
No, it's half playing with the corpse bits in the nest and like cooing at Hoppy.
Aw,
It sees all my chickens.
Poppy's got a friend.
Then I'm going to draw my bow and try to just drop this thing. Try to maybe aim for the wing and just
Don't do lethal damage.
yeah, no lethal damage. I'm just trying to
Well,
wing it.
well, if it falls out of the sky, it falls out of the sky.
That's what I mean.
Crit hit!
Oh!
You sunk my battleship.
Dang.
Let me pull up the crit table. Alright, go ahead and roll your damage, and then roll on the crit hit table. Oh no, you already did your damage, sorry.
So do I still need to roll something?
Yeah, let's just see what it was, or what it could have been.
And what's the
You can just slash roll 100, or you can click on the crit hit fail macro.
roll 100?
Oh, damn.
Wow.
No, that was he rolled
angry.
100, not
Oh.
D100.
Yeah, sorry.
Slash rolled 1D100.
Oh.
Or just the macro button.
Nice.
Still impressive.
Show off.
Okay, that would have been roll an additional set of damage dice above and beyond your normal critical, and the target suffers a permanent injury chosen by the DM. The permanent injury can be healed with extended rest, but the attack will leave a permanent scar. So, because we don't want to kill it, you shoot it through the wing, completely severing its wing. The shot is so precise, you hit it right at the joint, and it literally just pops off and falls away like a bloodied leaf, and it just has no choice but to sort of like auto-rotate like a pinwheel all the way to the ground, where it just lands unconscious from blood loss. It's unlikely the wing will ever be reattached surgically. That's its
Oh,
permanent...
Oh my god! Amon, you bastard!
Guess we got chicken for dinner.
I quit! This
You
is
aimed
so
for the foot and hit in
sad!
the head.
I mean, it is.
Well, I guess we
technically a
got
wild
our
griffin.
thing. Bring the baby too.
Yeah.
You guys get the baby.
Keep them
Yeah,
together.
We don't know that there's
Poppy's
baby
got a
there.
new friend, so he can
And
just
some of the body parts for the baby to eat.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
We're
Mom
these
Swing.
people.
They're in the nest.
yeah. We don't
I'm
want to feed him
just thinking
Martha.
practically. Do you
How
want
about we
people
look
to
and see
die?
if there's
These
anything
people
else in the
already
nest?
died.
Very upset about this.
Yeah, I'll
I'm
inspect
gonna
the
pick
nest.
up the I'm gonna pick up the baby griffin.
Hoppy's got
Okay.
the baby. I'm gonna grab a couple of body
I'm
parts
petting.
so that we don't have to kill new people to feed the griffin.
I like how that was on the table for you.
We're supposed
Guys,
to
we did
keep
just
them
find
alive.
So we don't have to murder villagers to feed the baby
We
griffin.
have just maimed its mother, so
Perfectly good human viscera right here.
I feel like she might.
I
also
still
be-
say we go ahead and have dinner. I mean,
Oh my god!
Griffin.
I
Ain't
did
no
not
thing but a
sign
chicken
up for
wing.
this.
Chicken wing.
Alright,
I
is
mean,
there-
seriously,
Is there anything else? in
this
the
is
nest?
a giant mouth that we need to feed.
If you want to dig through it, a perception roll would help me tell you how much you find of all of the hidden things.
Well, I have
Because I
crap perception, so it's
have
not
to
enough.
assume you guys assume that in every nest there's always hidden things.
Well, there's
Well, there's body
corpses, there's
parts, so
probably
there's
gold.
got to be whatever was on the body.
You find very little of interest. There are segments of joined metallic rings that you think at one point were maybe somebody's chainmail shirt. rather disgustingly think that this may have passed through the griffin's entire digestive tract before it became like a baby's plaything. Horrifying thought. There are 2 leather vambraces that have been like cut along their midsection to form like pillows or padding for the nest. If you wanted to play like super salvage adventure rescue team, there's maybe like 5 gold of armored components here. But they do smell literally awful.
On the other hand, we are broke. Very broke.
We are broke. Let's grab the stuff and go.
Well, we should be able to.
And an injured Griff.
That seems like a bad idea to try to take them on. Honestly,
So-
it's big.
Somebody's
Well, but that's why
He's
we brought
gonna
that
give
giant cage, right?
us
So-
money for one.
But you know,
Come
we get
on.
the small guy.
No.
Don't take
that
the
poor baby's
the
gonna
gross-
get killed. At least the giant one can. I mean, the intent is for these to replace Hoppy in the fight, right? The little one is not going to replace Hoppy in the fight, but the big one, without
Not right
wings,
away.
can
And-
fly away from the arena. So,
Yeah,
Okay,
that was what I was thinking.
this is true.
and the guy's
We
And,
can leverage.
like-
We can leverage it for additional money or something.
Yeah, and the
Yeah,
guy is going
Tom would
to
probably pay a premium for the baby.
kind of bring it back to life. And Hoppy could always keep the baby if he doesn't want to turn it in. I just don't like the idea of leaving it up here by itself when it can't fend for itself. It's just gonna die.
I do like the baby.
Okay, then Hoppy has a baby griffin now.
Always somebody angling for a pet.
I might just have a new ancestral guardian.
Alright, so the plan is to bring the baby with us for now. Its ultimate fate is still unknown. And then
Says you.
to age up the mother, is that correct?
Yes.
She is
we
currently
trim its
unconscious. So that's my question. Do you want to leave it like stable but unconscious? Do you want to make it alive in the cage? Do you want to drag it back through the desert unconscious? You guys tell me what you want to do.
I definitely want to stabilize it because the last thing we want is for it to die and to have to find another one. So let's
We
definitely
got a baby.
stabilize it, but I'm okay with it still being a little knocked out.
Okay. For this, we need either the Spare the Dying cantrip spell or someone to make a Medicine 10 check.
Who has that?
I got medicine.
This is the guy who wants to have chicken for dinner.
Well,
Chicken wing, chicken wing.
You can eat the chicken wing, that's fine. As long as it doesn't make Michelle leave the party.
there you go. I didn't see it go the first time, so there's my medicine check.
Excellent.
Whichever
you
one you wanna
definitely, you definitely stabilize its injuries. It will not bleed to death. As an observation, because that medicine check is very, very good, the arrow hit like at the joint between the 2 segments of bone that attach the wing to the body. It's a very clean cut. You are not a skilled surgeon, but as a druid, you would think that even a regrowth spell would certainly be able to replace this wing, or if you were to speak with one of the dwarven artificers, it's possible that a mechanical adaptation might be created for this creature, just because the substrate where the bone would attach here is perfectly unmarred. He
Okay.
shot it in such a way that he separated it like right at the chicken at the drumstick joint. So that you know,
Right, nice.
if you had to make a fake wing for something like this, is the ideal circumstance on which to create it.
Oh, we could
Talk
grow it
about,
from-
that crit shot he had. Yes, we could. I don't have anything to do that personally.
Okay.
Hi, sorry,
'Cause I-
my Discord crashed. I don't know what just happened in the last 3 minutes.
We have stabilized the griffin and found out
We-
that
we-
as
Yeah.
a party, Draco stabilized
And I
the
have a
griffin,
pet.
and we decided that Hoppy is going to carry the griffin baby since
Baby.
they become friends, and we
Okay.
may or may not turn over the griffin baby if we think that something bad might happen to it. Then maybe we just hold on to it and it becomes Hoppy's pet. And we found out through Draco's amazing medicine check that the wing can be replaced. either mechanically or naturally with a renew spell.
Cool.
Reroll.
I hope you keep the baby. You didn't ask. I hope you keep the baby and we just give the mama.
That's just cold-hearted right there.
Well,
It loves Hoppy.
it does seem to.
What
get
do I
along.
know about? What do I
Well,
know
he looks
about
like
caring
food
for,
to it. He looks like a
griffin?
steer. He's going to eat.
Make a nature check. You know that they are not terribly intelligent by human standards, but they are, in the animalistic intelligence sense, one of the brighter animals of the natural world. They have a need to hunt that sometimes even supersedes just the need for food. Not necessarily like cruel or evil, but they just love to predate. So if you keep it as a pet, you'll need to keep it occupied. It's sort of like a hunting dog. It needs to have tasks or it's going to go insane. And then it eats quite a bit, especially as a young thing. It will need to eat, 2 or 3 times its body weight every week in meat. It is not a vegetarian.
Well, we have
Couldn't
to
we
hunt
use-
a lot of other bad creatures, so.
I was gonna say, couldn't we use it to like kill the
But I
lizard
thought we're
people?
saving everybody.
No, we're trying to kill the lizard people for 500 gold pieces.
Mhm.
I don't need you to keep up, Draco.
He could eat the lizard people.
And my other question is, how do I go about taming it?
That is beyond your skill set with a 13 nature. I mean, you have an inroad with Ptah, the keeper of beasts. He might be able to recommend a trainer.
Okay.
Griffins are notoriously difficult to break in the sense that you'll ever domesticate it for the purposes of it being a mount. It happens, but it's exceedingly rare. They're they're famously willful and stubborn creatures.
But you're saying there's a chance.
But you're
I
saying
am-
there's a chance.
I'm always saying there's a chance.
Okay, so we have the giant griffin in the cage. Let's chat with our
Well, you're making me put in there by myself? Jeez, guys.
little friend. Oh, sorry. We'll walk him down. Come.
Yeah, broken leg Draco, just drag that fucking griffin.
Right? Seriously.
You guys have to take the burn.
We should go back and check on that little person that Renan was hiding with. Now that the griffin is gone.
Did Renan even tell us about her? Renan just was being all hush hush. at
Yeah,
I don't
first.
remember that being openly discussed.
I
Y'all,
don't
I'm
think
gonna
any
go
of us
check on the
are.
girl while you're putting the Griffith on the
Okay.
thingy.
Griffin.
Okay.
Oh yeah, while we
Whatever.
were.
The same thing.
Can we name him Andy? It's the Andy.
Yes,
The
please.
griffin.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Give me that.
Okay. Nonchalantly, Renan, you go back to the hiding place that you found. You still see that small, desert dirty waif just shaking and huddled in her hiding spot. She's shocked to see you return, but just tells you again, please be quiet. It can't find me.
I'm gonna say, well, it's never gonna find you again because those people just cut off its wing. Can't get you. And now it's tied up in a cage.
She tries to peek around you to see it, but she can't quite see anything. There's sort of that sense that she doesn't really believe you, or is maybe too afraid to believe that that's a possibility. You get the sense
Okay.
she's been hiding here for the better part of a day.
I'm gonna offer her some food and water. And then I'm gonna be like, I promise you, I would not go back out there if that thing could not get us. I am the same size as you. Arguably way cooler, but that's neither here nor there.
Unrelated.
Trust me. You're safe. I
She
hate role
trusts you.
playing.
No, she trusts you. It was a good size comparison. She takes the food and water and emerges from her hidey hole, and asks you basically what does she do now?
Where are you from? Where do you want to be in this world?
She doesn't understand. She said that her and her father were traveling to Noonrest, where he was looking to seek employment, but he's gone now, and she's alone in the world and has no idea what to do or where to go.
Well, I, like you, have also been alone in the world, and my friend Oni that I'm with took me to a safe house in Noonrest. I now have a surrogate family, and we'll take you to a safe place. And I'm sorry about your dad, but Noonrest is a great place, and I have people that will keep you safe.
Still a little untrusting, but she agrees to come with you to Noonrest, to a safe place. As she makes her way back to the group with you, she tells you her name is Lior.
Lior? Okay, Lior.
Lior.
No, don't do that. I can't spell without my thing open. Lier? Lior?
Lior.
Thanks, I was totally listening.
I know. And, yeah, she just follows you and says, "Oh, bother."
Go
How-
away, son. I love you. Walk away. No, go away. Go away.
Once you guys start dragging the caged griffin past her, she just kind of spits on it. It's easy to understand that emotionality. It's the beast that killed her father. She wants no other part of it, though, and is ready to move with you back towards Noonrest if that's where we're headed.
I cast Healing Spirits, so as we pass through, to heal everyone up, if I could.
Ooh, nice.
Or are we not likely to run into anything?
Probably a good idea to get some heals.
Yeah, no, we're always going to run into
Beat up.
things.
I need some
Likely.
help.
Yeah.
How old was
Okay, so
Lior?
here's Healing Spirit.
Probably 13.
Wow. That was horrible.
For one healing. I like it. Can I walk through it a couple of times?
Yeah, it's there for, for a while. A duration is up to 1 minute. Sorry, guys. Run quick. Back and forth.
What's your wisdom?
My wisdom was actually pretty good. It's 18.
So it can heal 5 times, so you get 5d6 of healing, is that right?
Yeah, when... I'm not that high at level yet, am I?
It says the spirit can't heal constructs or undead. The spirit can heal a number of times equal to 1 plus your spellcasting ability modifier, minimum of twice. After healing that number of times, the spirit disappears.
No, okay. So there you go.
So I don't care who takes what, but you have like 5d6 basically to spend.
Oh, so not just one healing.
Well, that was the first roll, right? The d6 just came up on
Yeah.
1.
Okay.
Yep.
Let's get Amon up over critical. Or at least up over half.
Yes, please.
For the sake
I'm
of
gonna take
like
the heat.
continuity,
healing.
maybe just have Zach roll the d6s.
Mm-hmm.
That way we don't have everybody rolling.
Okay.
Yeah.
Should I just hit the spell again? That'd be easiest.
Yeah, that
Or
or the
1d6.
multi-die roller for 6, or just slash roll 1d6. Up to you.
One. Yes. I should probably hit roll, huh?
It'll help.
John, is there a recommended way to carry a griffin? Do I just shove it in my pocket?
I would not shove it in your pocket.
I would just let him ride on your shoulder like a parrot.
Okay, so there's my first one.
Surround him with his
so,
sister guardians.
Amon
These are for
takes
Amon.
six. Mhm.
Yeah, so Amon's up to 14 now.
Wow.
Maybe
20.
one more for him. Nice. Yep. That puts him at 20 of 28. Is that good, or do you want to do one more?
For me,
Yeah.
I'm up to 20.
Yep.
That's probably good for now. Someone else can.
Okay, who else is injured?
You got 2 more.
You
Oni.
are. Make sure that you get your health up. And then I'm
Okay,
down 12
I'll do.
points.
So there's for me.
That's not enough.
And here's for you.
Hey.
There
I'll
you
take it.
go.
I mean, literally almost perfectly average.
Right?
2 6s, a 1, and a 2. I guess technically you're slightly above average.
I can always use
Oh, you
one
know,
of my hit dice.
Just
right?
saying.
If we short rest, you can hit die.
Before we
What,
hit
my
the-
power isn't good enough for you? Jeez, honey.
The other thing you can do, Oni, is look at second wind as an
Second
option.
wind, Yeah.
I took those armor bits, and I'm going to fashion a little shoulder mount for the griffin out of the pieces of leather, so that he doesn't like attack my shoulder.
Okay. Do you have
I can help-
proficiency in leatherworking?
No, not even. But I've got survival.
I can help you get it down if you need help getting it down. Because I can use my little spear to drop it down for us.
I assumed I just jumped off the edge carrying.
Yeah, everybody can get down the way they got up.
Okay.
If you figured out the skill check, up, down is only a little bit harder.
Oh, he's carrying a bird.
That's the word.
It's like riding on him.
Okay.
Hoppy, give me just a crude dexterity check then to craft a leather mount harness for Birdo.
No, I thought we named him Andy.
We haven't named.
Andy Griffin.
That's right.
Welcome.
Andy Griffin. You're very proud of it, and you turn to show the party, and it is just a mismatched, it's the worst parts of the interior and outer sections of the vambrace leatherwork that have been stitched together by links of chainmail. And in one point you didn't even lace the leather correctly with the needle. You just left the needle in and bent it like a paperclip just to close that loop. And you're super proud of it, but everyone is just either too polite or afraid to really say anything negative about it.
I'm good with that.
Nailed it.
And do I need to?
Exactly, nailed it.
I'm 100% making eyes at Oni like, where the fuck did you find this thing? What?
He has
And I
some
have
skills.
some bone dice, and so he can chew on those.
Nice.
Joke on those. This is gonna go well. Give the big dumb a strong creature.
Another
Yep.
big dumb.
Yeah. Now we have 2 big dumbs and a mama dumb. Great.
Alright, so I opted not to do second wind because just in case we get into combat, I don't.
Sure.
So I just used one of my hit die.
When
and
you
then-
ask Hoppy how the bird stays from falling off, he takes one leather strap that goes from his outer shoulder to his inner shoulder and just cinches down the bird's head
God.
so that it stays kind of just attached, tethered to his shoulder.
I
Maybe
assumed that was
suggest
given.
That we tie something around its foot or something instead of that.
Yes.
Oh,
We'll do that.
but
I'm going.
it's frisbee.
Draco, looking at it, it's still very much an adolescent. It probably is weeks away from its first flight, just as a druidic insight.
Okay.
So we don't have to worry about it flying away for a couple of days.
And
Sounds
what is
good.
What is our trainer protege's name that's with us?
Pira. Oh no, that's his name. Pita.
Pita.
That's not right.
Pita. Pata.
Ta.
I was so close.
That's the name of the trainer in Noonrest.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have a person with us? I don't have any
Yeah.
notes about that.
His name is Geffen.
Guess
Oh,
what?
yeah, the
That's him.
stupid kid.
Right.
We just have so many
Yes.
stupid people.
All right.
Yeah.
Brendan, are you going to introduce your new friend and we'll head hit the road to Noonrest.
Does Geffen know anything about? I'm going to talk to Geffen about the griffin. Does he know anything about them?
He tells you that they're very dangerous and he's not allowed to touch them. But like he thinks that applies even to the baby. Like he takes a wide berth around it and is like, "Can I? Oh, it's gonna bite me. Nope. Dangerous beaks, dangerous talons. No touch. Geffen's not allowed to touch."
I think we should name the Mama Pata.
Okay, I would like to go back and get rid of all of these things as soon as possible, because even though I'm a wraithy
Very
teenager,
helpful.
I'm still a
very
teenager,
helpful,
and
clearly.
I want to stab everyone.
Well, we also only have the one cage, so we can only get one creature at a time. So let's go empty our cage so we can hit the road again.
Wait, weren't we down here to take care of some monsters, or is that in a different area?
Different area. We're doing them one at a time. We agreed. We had a whole
I
plan.
think he was talking about the lizard people.
Oh,
The
the
lizard-
Yeah, I
or the
Isn't that just a little bit further, to use John's words?
We could send, if that's just a quest, we could send Geffen with the girl
Griffin.
and the griffin, the adult griffin, back to Noonrest with instructions to drop her at one of our safe houses. And we could leave a note.
We're going
we
to
need
trust
Poppy to carry
the-
the cart, though.
The
cart's pretty heavy.
13-year-old with Gaffon or whatever.
I'm saying we
So-
could.
I don't think
I
he
mean-
can pull the cart on his own.
Oh, okay, that's true.
We have
Okay.
2 pack mules.
We're all
Oh,
going
yeah.
a little bit further
All right,
to.
all going a little bit further with our entourage. Okay, let's go fight lizard people and feed them to Andy.
We need food.
We just need to keep their heads to prove that we've killed them so we can get all the money.
That's right.
John hates that idea.
Can we do
I
ears
love every one
instead?
of your ideas. Can we do what?
Ears instead.
Oh,
Sure. Toes, fingers.
Tails.
head, shoulders, knees, and
Buttocks.
Well,
All
at
right,
least you
Sure.
said that.
onward
So-
to lizard people.
lizard peoples. Your plan then is to head farther away from Noonrest, east into the deserts, like heading basically in the direction of the Cirquette Sands. This takes you farther from civilization, and closer into like the wild sands. Like this is just the chaos country where law doesn't exist and there is no law and order. Bolo, be on the lookout for hyenas. They are known to hunt the wilds, and you guys are specifically looking to hunt serpopards. Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
This is the landscape once you guys get far out in the middle of nowheres. Who is trained in survival? Is it Hoppy and Amon, or is just Amon trained? I don't remember.
I am also.
I'm
Uh,
trained.
Anybody who's trained, I would like a survival roll.
Ooh,
Cool.
we're
Okay,
all
no
very
pressure, Amon.
distracted.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amon saves the day.
You, each of you, does your best, like, looking for game sign impressions that you can. Appropriately so, the man who taught each of you how to do that is the first one to find the trail. There are tracks. You find, like, I think they literally call it an orgy of slaughter, where several carcasses have been picked completely clean, and there's just dozens of different hyena tracks that have circled around this corpse and go off in a couple of different directions. That's not unlike them, especially if they were chasing something away from the carcass prior to eating it. You think that they are all likely going to reconvene at a place. There's an easy enough trail here to follow if you want to track hyenas, or if you want to go farther east to the town that commissioned the bounty for the serpopards and check in there. Up to you guys.
We
I
can't.
say we I say we go into town, keep pushing. On our way back, if we can possibly get another cage in the village we're heading to, maybe we get another cage and get some hyenas on the way back.
Don't we need dire hyenas?
Yeah.
We do.
Oh, that's true.
And those were in a
Okay.
different place, right? Because this is not where we want to drop our griffin.
Correct.
No, we're going the
Correct.
opposite direction.
Yeah, 180 degrees the other side.
Let's get our syrup of patapatods, and then we'll go back.
Yeah,
Love
yes,
it.
syrup of apatods. I like this.
Okay. It is now 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You know that it's another half day's journey to Toff, the small nomadic village that lays ahead of you, or rather the hub for the nomads that travel throughout this area. Do you want to walk through the evening? Do you want to or do you want to use your time now to find like a good, safe spot to camp tonight?
I say we find a good, safe camp because we have extra people that did not sign up for this that I feel responsible for making sure we can
We have
keep them as safe
one
as possible.
that you dragged along.
We also
She was fine in the cavern.
I have nothing to say to that.
Alright.
Oh bother.
Yeah, I like the idea of camp as well because we could potentially do some scouting if we wanted to. Or
Did we ever find
set
out
up a
where
trap.
And
where
long
she was-
rest.
where Lior was from?
She never offered where she was from, just that her and her dad were going to Noon Rest because he had a job opportunity.
Do we want to ask if maybe she's from this town?
I don't want to ask her any more questions until I
Okay.
I
You
don't.
like her BFF though.
Well, we're setting up camp, right?
Yeah.
There will be
I was
So
just
any-
wondering if
setting at camp.
she had peeps.
Hoppy, if you're asking her, she's not like trying to dodge anything. She tells you that when they were still a family, all three of them lived in Calm, which you know is like it's called the Grand Bazaar. It's a giant city of merchant tents. It's like the commercial hub of the middle of the Kingdom of Amon-Ra.
Do you still have peeps there?
Say that again. I'm sorry.
Does she still have peeps there?
She says that she has no one. No.
Okay. Let's make.
Oh, you got a pet?
Yeah.
You're trying to get a girlfriend?
You've got-
Jeez, Hoppy, relax.
You've got me, girl. Yeah, that's what I say.
Nice.
Just like that.
She volunteers if we're setting up camp to scour the dry brush looking for kindling.
And I'll
I'll-
assist.
She's a red shirt.
There are several camp tasks that need to be done. We need to find a good spot, something that's not, through a game trail, something that maybe is a defensible position should you want that, something that's near enough to gatherable materials. Somebody needs to make a survival roll for that, and then if anybody wants to do additional camp tasks like start a fire, forage for food, create traps or a defensible perimeter, we can dole out those responsibilities as well.
I want to look for a good camp spot that's defensible.
I'll make the fire. Me and
Wait. What?
Leo,
What? Just saying.
I will work on setting up a defensible perimeter.
Okay.
And I'll dig holes for a trap.
and I'll still
Nailed
make
it.
the fire. to spite Draco.
Okay. Amon, again, sort of leading the charge here, being the ranger, being the consummate survivalist, finds a really nice area where, well outside of any signs of recent predation, there's no game trails here, there's no predator tracks. It's an area in the low foothills with putting our back sort of up against a deep V cavity where something would have to work pretty hard to come in from behind us at that campsite. Oni, you insist that we barricade and fortify the downward slopes by rolling some boulders from around the area to sort of create makeshift walls on either side. And Hoppy, you dig a hole, basically in the only path coming from the desert into this open V-shaped cavity, so that something would fall into it if it wanted to approach the camp directly. And a combination of Renan, Leor, and Fireman make a campfire for the evening. One other point of consideration: this is a vast, very level desert. Is there a reason that you would want to hide your campfire, or do you like the bright light keeping away predators?
I am kind of thinking that it wouldn't be the worst thing to attract, especially if the lizard people are around here, to attract them to make our jobs easier. I'm not afraid of something finding us.
We'll see. Okay, how far can we see? Do we see anything in the near vicinity currently?
I mean, no, just desert as far as you can see.
Okay. I think we should be able to have the fire be seen, because otherwise we're going to have issues with, this. Clearly, there's hyenas or scavengers around here, so let's kind of help keep them away. And I say we have some people keep watch, rotate through the night, make sure we stay extra safe.
I like it.
It's our normal camping routine.
All right, then. Who will take? Give me a watch order.
I'll take first watch.
I'll take third watch.
I'll take second watch.
Well, Jinx.
Then I'll take fourth watch.
Wait.
Okay.
Whose baby is that?
Deploy.
Sorry, Andy's being loud.
See, okay. Actually, I'll be in the darkest of night time, because since I got dark vision. Does anyone else in the group have dark vision?
Yeah, I have dark vision.
Yes, I think almost all of us do.
Oh, look
I
at
do
this.
not.
We're awesome. So the dark vision should be later at night, I think, personally.
I don't have dark vision. I don't know why I said that.
Well, you got first watch anyway, though, right?
Yep, I do.
Because she's a princess.
Correct. Thank you for acknowledging.
That was sarcasm.
I know.
All right.
I caught on.
First watch.
You're quick.
Nothing happens. It passes completely without incident. The sun is just set. You get those beautiful purple tones over the desert. It's relaxing. It's beautiful. It's peaceful. You're ready to go to sleep because great first watch. Who's on second watch?
Draco, you were on
Ani.
second, right? I thought it was on.
That's third.
Okay, yes, then I'm second.
This is the next 3 or 4 hours. Darkness has taken the desert.
Oh,
Okay. We lost Michelle? Oh, I lost her
I'm
video.
here.
Okay,
I had you frozen with a thumbs up.
nice. Perfect.
And an awkward face? That seems appropriate.
Frozen forever as she lived. All right. I need Oni to make a perception roll.
Our child is losing his mind. Sorry.
No worries, it looks bad. Yeah. You can hear in the desert around the heckling, the cackles of hyenas.
Mhm.
They vocalize to each other. It sounds, honestly like cruel laughter in some instances. It's far away though, but you do get the sense that they're hunting something because you can hear them echoing back and forth from different locations,
Okay.
tracking something or trying to corner it in. So we're definitely in the right area for hyenas of some size, shape, or variety. But you don't get the impression that they're going to be any threat to the camp. They seem pretty distant.
Okay.
I'd like you to roll an 8-sided die for me, though, Oni.
Yes. It's not just me.
The rest of your watch passes without incident. Third watch comes and goes. Fourth watch comes and goes. And we can start to see the sun begin to crest over the desert landscape again. The fire is just about out, which is probably perfect timing. No need to feed it again if we're going to be breaking camp in the next hour or so. You guys were not attacked during the night. Nothing of interest came to you. So now it's upon you to go find something interesting.
Question: did we eat the griffin wing for dinner?
I don't remember that being a thing
No.
we discussed.
No. We all have rations. We bought them. I remember.
Fresh food though.
Check a wing,
I
check a
mean,
wing.
I grabbed it,
Ditto.
the body parts to feed the little guy, so I
Yeah.
assumed we'd have the griffin wing. Next meal, I will have the griffin wing.
You and Draco can have the griffin wing. I don't think any of us are gonna join you.
Once the smell hits you, though, you'll be craving it.
I'm good.
Oh dear.
Thanks.
I'm
good.
I am now a vegan in real life.
I no longer trust any meat sources ever.
All right. Onward. So should we get a track, like guide?
If you
So are we all healed back up?
Yes. I was gonna say we long rested, so everybody fix
Is
your
back to
sheets
full
and
for all your
stuff.
If you hit the long rest button, it should do that for you. If you
Oh,
have
there you
long
go.
rest buttons turned on.
There's a long rest button? The
There it is.
fuck?
Right next to short rest.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
does have
my
to be enabled.
god! I've been playing this for too long to not know that. Why? Okay. Sorry.
No worries, I'm reading ahead really quick. Oh, I can't believe that happens.
Yes. Nothing happened, Caleb, but hit your long rest button on your character sheet because I've known about that my whole life.
Very
I'm still
key.
here, everyone. I just was away.
Hit your long rest button.
I did.
Okay, good. I didn't know if you heard me.
All right. So, Amon, can you scope out the trail so that we can continue toward the lizard people?
Survival?
There's no need for survival. You know the location of Toff the city if that's where you guys want to head out for, or if you want to follow hyena tracks, that's a different story.
What are we doing, gang?
I think we're going to go to the hyena on the way back.
Yeah, we have to drop off our griffin before we start searching for dire hyenas. So it's more getting to wherever we need to be to kill the lizard people.
Circle part.
All right, let's head to the town.
Parappa
You're getting closer, I feel
Where
like.
is that in the journal? Do we have like our quests?
Yes, it was a sheet, unless John is a bastard and didn't put it on there.
I think I
It-
did not make a handout for it. It was just this.
I didn't see it. Oh,
You
got
didn't.
it. Okay. No,
How
in
dare
the
you.
journal when I didn't see the journal stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Serapapard. I'm so close.
I like how each time you get progressively
I
closer.
really like it. I like it. All right, so those are what we want to go after.
Yeah, so we're headed to the town.
Okay.
500 gold pieces.
Amon, you know that this town itself really can't exist on its own. This is sort of the central hub that the Jahaleen tribe uses to like temporarily make camp, but they hunt creatures, water, and gold from the surrounding regions, and the city Toff is really only funded by these nomadic tribesmen. So while there is like people from the Kingdom of Amon-Ra who live here, it's almost exclusively supported by this nomadic tribe. So while there is going to be a Amon-Ra guard, and there is technically a nomarch who rules over this very small city, you know that the actual strength and power in this region is the Jahaleen tribe.
I didn't write any of that down.
It's probably not super important.
I'm not going to.
You find
What's the name of the city again?
Toph, T-O-P-H.
The earth-ending city of Toph.
Yep. You eventually walk into the city. There's no walls or guards. The center of the city is the well. The man pictured here is the well keeper. This is one of the deepest aquifers in the region, and the city kind of sprung up around it. While it sounds like a stupid job, well keeper is actually like one of the more honored positions a person can have here. It's his job to keep the well safe and tended, and to make sure that he can offer water to any traveler that comes through Toph. To the Jahaleen people, there's almost a sacred right of knowing that this place is always here to keep you from starving and drowning to death in the desert. The people here keep very much to themselves, but like I said, there are a few Amon-Ra citizens who own a small merchant shop outside of where the well is at the center. Where do you guys want to begin your inquiry?
Let's go to the well, the hub, the water cooler.
Nice. The keeper of the well is just there enjoying a cool glass of water and asks if you've come to slake your thirst.
I say we should. Everyone enjoy a drink.
We've traveled far.
And I'm assuming that there's a spot for us to get water for the mules as well.
Yeah, he even offers to let you refill your water skins. He says that the blessings of the source are many here, and he gives of them freely.
Excellent. While we're doing that, I'm going to ask him about the Serpoparopods.
He corrects you. Do you mean the Serpapard?
Yes.
Yeah, whatever. God.
Be so snappy with him.
There might be a problem.
He tells you that he's lived here his entire life, and his father was wellkeeper before him, and he's only ever heard of the Serpapard in legend. He thinks that they're usually used to explain or disguise more sinister acts. He said he's seen evil men in the desert kill and take what they want, and then people complain that the Serpapards have returned. But he doesn't believe in them himself. He says that they're creatures of myth. They are supposed to only exist in our world when there is a chaotic imbalance, but that they would be impossibly elongated serpents with leopard-like coats and taloned feet. A ridiculous animal to behold, but they do possess a potent poison according to myth, and they seek to kill those who are ordered and or happy. They seem to prey on it.
We're gonna kill Happy.
They can
Has
try.
there been any talk of any of them lately?
So that's why he's even less convinced that there's a Serpapard here. He says we have many things in abundance, but none of them are happiness.
Oh,
Aww.
Has anyone?
well,
Are there
this-
any living survivors of these attacks that we can speak to?
Pause. While this conversation's going on, I would like to look in the peripherals for like a older maternal figure. And if I see one, I would like to silently sneak away to go talk to her. Keep going. Sorry.
No worries.
So I asked, are there
yeah.
any surviving people who've survived these attacks that we can speak with?
He says that there is one alleged survivor of a Serpapard attack. They are fighting a terrible infection and fever right now. There is no hospital or medicine man here, but they are recovering in one of the adjoining rooms next to the tavern in town. He doesn't know how much
really?
he'll be able to give you, but
Well, then I say we should go give him a little talking to.
Agreed.
Did I see an older maternal
you did.
lady?
In the structure here at the Well of the Waterkeeper, there is a woman whose face is shrouded in a hood and covered by a length of cloth, who is like trying really hard in the doorframe of the tower to like eavesdrop on the conversation, but is making efforts to not be seen.
Okay, I would like to sneakily, not necessarily catch her off guard, but maybe a little, like just show up and just be like, "Hi."
Yeah, give me a stealth check.
Okay. Oh, sorry. I don't know why. Advantage is on.
Because you're a cheater.
Well, I've been called much worse.
Not by me. The
No.
stealth check is plenty good. You do the really creepy thing of somehow appearing in the room behind her. Just kind of like tapping her on the shoulder as she's peeking. What are we looking at? She jumps back, nearly falls over, and like quickly on her on the heels of her feet and the palms of her hands, like scuffles backwards to a table to stabilize herself and get back up on her 2 feet, and tells you that you shouldn't be in here.
And I'll say, well, mother. Yes, I'm calling her mother. Sorry to startle you, but you look like the person that I needed in this moment. I have a question for you.
She just nods her head silently.
You look wise. You look like someone who pays attention to what's going on. I'm curious as to if you've seen a young girl, and then I describe Sari, in the last year or so in these parts.
She tells you she has not at least based on rough description. All the women that are brought here by the Jahaleen must have their faces covered, so she wouldn't be able to know for sure.
Okay.
But she hopes not.
Okay. I'm just gonna kind of like very kindly grab her hand and say, "Thank you, I appreciate it. It's my sister, and I'd do anything to find her." Just in case she's lying. And I stroke the heartstrings in her heart.
Nice. Like literally with your dagger, or?
No,
Ooh.
with my
Okay.
heartstrings. My
Sure.
heartstrings stroke her heartstrings in a non-sexual way.
Okay.
Shouldn't that be a persuasion check?
If you're trying to manipulate her, yes, but I think you're just giving her something to think about. As you go to leave Renan, she asks if you intend to truly kill it.
And she
Oh, we got robo kill.
really has
Is everybody
Yes.
else robo Michelle?
Yeah,
Robo
I lost her. I thought it was just me at first.
Can you hear me?
Now we can. Kind of tinny sounding.
Yeah.
John, I don't know why.
There you
Nothing.
go. Now you're back.
Cool.
That's pretty clear. Yeah.
Okay.
So she asks, "Do you really plan to kill it? Do you really mean to kill it?"
And I look her dead in the eyes and said, "We never lie about what we plan to do."
She just clasps both hands and puts it to her forehead and thanks you greatly. Toph will be a much safer place with the Serper part gone.
I say, "Where is it? Point. Which direction?"
She doesn't know for sure, but she claims that the Jahaleen used to inhabit some caves to the north, but no one has gone there in weeks. almost like they're afraid to.
Okay. I'm gonna ask her for like a cup of tea or something, and as she turns around to like, make the tea, I'm gone.
Oh, Batman style.
Ninja vanish.
I don't have a cape, so that did not work. Cool.
Is she
And
So
then
do we
I
have-
saying smoke bomb?
magic. I magic away, and then I'm secretly right back with my group in an
Yep.
instant.
You vanish from sight. She turns around. You're gone. Who was that masked woman anyway?
So we should think that the well keep. Do we have any money or anything we can give him as a thank you
I'll
for
give
the
him
water?
Griffin
two
winks.
silver pieces gone.
That's very generous. There is like a small metal plate that he has like next to his hookah. It is not uncustomary to donate if you can, and he thanks you greatly for your generous donation.
And let's head over to see the guy that is surviving his last encounter. Go towards the inn where he's at.
And I'm not going to say anything about my conversation with the old lady unless the information lines up that we need to head north. That's just a John thing. You're
Okay.
welcome.
Thanks.
I also, along the same line, forming a suspicion that because of what the old man told us and my knowledge of the Jaha, that there's something else going on here that is not entirely above.
Okay. Before we get into the hospital scene, do you guys want to take a break, or do we want to just plow through today?
I keep going.
I'm good to keep going personally.
Same.
Do you need a break, John?
Yep.
No, I'm good. I seem to have misplaced my slide of a bandaged man in a bed, so you imagine that this screen is that.
Okay.
And we'll talk. The barkeep here is basically also the hotelier, who's also the barber, who's also the surgeon, who's also like the keeper of camels. Like, this
Dude,
is
this guy's awesome.
This is a many hat city for sure. He welcomes you, asks you if you have need of food or water or lodging. Sees that you bear the marks of adventurers and hopes maybe you'll spend some gold here.
Gonna see if he
Yeah, we'll
has.
probably get a room here in a bit. But I was told that there was a guy that was that's recovering from severe injuries. I'm here to see if I can give a helping hand.
He just like grimaces and looks down at his feet and says he's likely not going to survive the day. He's been
Well,
mumbling incoherently in and out of a fever. His wounds are gangrenous.
well, you mind if I see what I can do to help alleviate his pain, and maybe help him through the day?
Yeah, he like looks across the empty barscape like there's just nobody here. Takes the towel off his shoulders, leaves it on the thing, and just shrugs and follow me. Takes you to one of the adjoining corridors, which is really just like outdoors, but with like a shade canopy overhead to an
Mhm.
outbuilding. And as soon as he opens the door to the outbuilding, like you get this just waft of just necrosis, this smell of rotting meat.
Fucking gross. I'm never
I can
eating
take
meat
care
again.
of this, guys. If you guys want, you can go. Have a nice barbecue. I'll take care of this right now if you guys want.
Chicken wing, chicken. Walking inside, you can see that there are just old bandages that have been discarded on the dirt floor here. Now turned brown and stinky. He has like a giant slash down the right side of his face, 3 or 4 claws, down to the bone along his cheek line. The
Ew.
neck has a sever that just missed the major artery, but you can, still see the thick meaty beat by his collarbone. There are punctures along his abdomen, all just wrapped in blood-soaked linens. His fever is obvious. His skin is red and just dripping with sweat. And I can't convey how awful the smell is. He's
Is,
just
is
mumbling.
Leora with us right now?
She is, but she doesn't want to go in the building because of the awful smell. She's doing like the. Oh God, no.
Yeah, we
Oh,
leave
and
her
like I said,
outside.
I'm at the door. I tell you guys don't have to come in if you don't want to. I'll take care of this. You know, since I am the group's doctor. So I go and inspect, and I think I'll first do killing spirit on him.
Okay.
What's with these ones?
You summon your healing spirit. It's a little flamey guy, I assume.
Yeah.
And the little flame guy sort of like puts his hands into the wound tracts, and as he removes his hands, there's this cauterizing sizzle that sort of like burns them closed. And as the spirit works his way in and out of the wounds of this man's body, especially in the claw slashes along his face and his neck, a thick green pus starts to work its way out of the body. And as it works its way out of the body as a result of this healing spirit, like everywhere it touches burns almost like acid. And in relatively short order, less than a minute, the wounds have all closed, leaving behind like hideous, horrible scarring. But the fever has broken, and he doesn't seem like he's going to die anymore. He seems like a guy who's recovered from a horrible accident rather than someone who's dying from a horrible accident.
Is he still mumbling anything in particular, or?
No, now he just seems like peacefully asleep.
Okay, I'm going to do one more. I'm going to just help escalate it a little bit more. I'll go ahead and do a healing word for him. Go. There you go. Something a little bit more powerful.
Yeah,
So hopefully,
you know, go ahead.
So basically, the healing word, you know, like a flame kind of comes out of my mouth as I say it, kind of helps coat over him, and basically kind of washes him in this blue flame. Basically, my healing thing I'm looking at either green or blue, depending on how strong it is.
Nice.
So as I'm you know doing my healing word and it's going down on him and stuff like that, I can sense that he's basically healing up pretty good, and then figure we will just stay here for the night and try to get some more information and tell them to let me know if if he wakes up, because we'd like to talk to him.
Yep.
I don't want to wait a night. I want to poke him. Oh, and I'm not in the room.
Draco, you're very confident that this man's going to survive. You've healed worse, and you're very confident in your skills here. You know, probably let him rest to recover. But as far as like the physical side of his injuries, he's fine.
Sweet. I mean, this is my medicine right now. Just roll a 20. I mean, so I'm pretty smart at my medicine.
Indeed, you are. It is worth noting that that weird acidy pus is not something you've ever encountered before, though.
Do I get something I can, kind of, scoop it up and kind of examine it later?
No, it burns away almost instantly, sort of like being consumed as it burns whatever it touched.
Okay. All right, guys. I think he'll be fine. I turn to the barkeep, and like I said, let him know that he should make it. He should be pretty good. Let me know if he wakes up in a little bit, and let's get some food. Do you guys have anything? What do you have on the menu for lunch?
He asks how you feel about skink.
I'll
Love
try
me
anything
a good
once.
Skink.
Out back, there's a small fire with a bunch of skinned lizards, like on skewers, just roasting in this open fire pit. It tells you it was a good trapping this morning. Or he can offer you dry tack, or is that Mark?
Definitely sounds like him.
Cool. Yeah, dry tack, old breads, trail mix kind of foods, or the roasted skink is the only fresh option right now.
Some skink.
Nice.
Do we have money for skank? Because
I got some money. I got some monies. I got 5 gold left.
That's a lot. Like meals like this
Yeah.
cost in the copper range.
Right. But I got a question. Do they have change for a gold?
In a way that he's not trying to take advantage of you, he just kind of shrugs and is like, not unless you want to eat a lot of skink.
Okay. I look
Not
at
wanting to lose the
our,
sale, he's like, I'll if you want to give me the gold piece, that's just I can give you guys food and water for up to a week for as long as you're going to be here.
okay. I give him a gold piece, and well, I got a question. I ask him, is there a place where we can take care of our griffins as well?
He
Because
said like
we have 2 griffins now instead of 1 when we should only have 1.
We also have 2 mules.
he tells you that the griffins are good eating from what he's been told. Is that
That's
what you
what
mean?
I said.
No, that is not what
That's
we're
what I
saying.
said.
oh my god, you guys, this is out of control today.
He's
We're not freaking eating them.
he's unsure. He says they don't have, any place to keep a griffin.
How
Do you
how
have
long
food
will
for
that
a
gold
griffin?
piece get us food for a griffin? Not just for us.
He says you're going to need to start, if you're going to keep the griffin cage like that, it'll need to be fed, a horse.
Lots.
We
How
have
much
2
for a
mules.
horse?
We're good. We've got 2
More-
mules.
More
Relax.
lizards than I have, friend.
Any
Let's
plans,
go.
guys? What you want to do?
I would
Let's
like
go.
to go check on the guy to see if he's awake because we need to talk to him.
Oh, we just seriously left the room.
Yeah, I don't want him
Like,
to
give
sleep.
him a minute.
Wake his ass up. I ain't got time for this.
Well, wake his ass up. Okay. Maybe an hour of time has elapsed while you guys are having roast lizard.
Mules.
And Renan wants to go back and ask the guy some questions.
Correct.
All right. You go back into the room. That like overwhelming necrotic smell is now just like pushed deep into the background, probably only coming from the bandages. There is still like the sweaty man smell permeating the air, but it's far
Gross.
preferable to the rotting necrotic smell that was there formerly. And it doesn't take much to wake him up. You poke him a few times and he stirs, blinking, short of like maybe this is the first time his eyes have opened in days, so the light is a little too much for him to bear immediately. But then almost sits up in bed. Like it's super uncomfortable. You can hear the groaning and creaking of injured muscles and, bone snaps. But he sits up halfway in bed and asks who you are.
Hello,
I'll say,
I'm a local, druid. I just figured I'd, give you a hand and ask you about how you got all these wounds.
He said he was attacked by something huge, something powerful.
What did it look like?
Was it a griffin?
He said, to be honest, friend, I didn't see it. It felt like death itself, though. I was sure I was dead, and then for some reason it just stopped.
for some reason.
The assault stopped, and I was able to crawl my way down from the foothills. And then eventually the well taker found me.
What foothills?
He
From what direction?
like tries to, you can tell he's like trying to think of an answer rather than remember an answer. And he just tells you that there's a bunch of foothills all around here.
To the north? To the south?
Yeah, the south.
Mm,
Oh, we're here to help, take care of whatever got you. Because this is, very unsafe for everybody.
He can't thank you enough for healing his wounds and saving him, and he wishes you the best of luck. But he says, I wouldn't hunt this thing. Whatever it was powerful.
I'm
What
powerful
color?
too.
But tells you that he wishes you the best of luck in the southern foothills. Probably find what you're looking for there.
The southern foothills. Okay. I'm gonna pull Oni aside and tell her quickly about my conversation with the woman, and she said that the Serpapod came from the north, and that I think either this guy's confused or I smell bullshit.
That's open wounds that healed. That's what you smell.
Might be
Right.
Minotaur shit.
Do we have any reason to think that she might have misled us?
I mean, she asked if we were going to kill it and seemed stoked that we were.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know why she would be lying. Unless he's covering for someone or something.
Oh. Okay.
Like my instinct is that this guy is possibly lying.
Renan, if you doubt your senses, make an insight roll.
Yeah, because I've got so much insight.
Where's the rest
Can
of it?
I?
Yeah, I left it at home. Sorry.
You, Renan, as a character, your gut tells you that the old woman you talked to was on the level, and you feel like this person is not being at least entirely honest with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But that could be biased because, down with the patriarchy and all that. But
Can I try to intimidate him?
The guy on the deathbed. You guys are so funny.
I mean, it seems like that'd be very easy to do.
Well, I am a minotaur holding a hair with a griffin on my shoulder, so
I'm gonna give the symbol to all of us. Sorry, Hoppy, you're the only one that won't get it. That I am calling bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever our hand signal is for the four of us, I'm doing the thing.
Hoppy, go ahead and make your intimidate if you want.
okay. With charisma or with strength?
With charisma. Unless you're like picking him up and physically threatening him, like choking him out or something.
No. I'm just basically like he was saying that the thing is scary, and I'm like, I'm scary too.
He's like, yes, I agree. You're both equally scary to me.
Stop it.
What's wrong with this guy?
Oni.
Hoppy.
I know she's the one that brought you along though. Oni.
I stand by my decision. All right. What other information can you provide us about the attack? I'm gonna address the man directly.
He said that I was just riding along, and this thing came out of nowhere, out of the shadows. I didn't even see it, and it took me right off my horse and savaged me brutally, and then I managed to escape.
How many people were with you guys?
It was just me. I was by myself.
And you escaped? It let you leave?
He said gods were there for me that day. Thank gods above they were too. I think it went back to eat my horse.
Where were you coming from, and where were you going?
I was coming from the city center here at Toff, and I was just doing my rounds.
Yeah, that's what I think too.
That's the sound I make when I do my rounds.
Ah!
Says that he's a gold prospector by trade.
Nice. I still call bullshit. I still think
Yeah.
this guy is.
I don't know that we're gonna get any more information from him. What do you think about just heading north?
I want to talk to the well watcher again because this guy said that he
Found
Yeah,
him.
where did
found
you
him,
find him?
All right.
and
let's
so I
do
want to
that.
ask him where he found him.
Perfect.
Oh, yeah,
Look,
tell the guy to get his rest, and we just go leave the room, let him get his rest.
Hmm.
Okay. Are we all leaving and going together back to the Wellkeeper?
I think so.
Amon asks him where he found the body, and he says, to the north of here, there's a winding series of trails in the foothills, frequented by prospectors and other ne'er-do-wells. He said he found him at the base of that trailhead, so he assumes he was in the northern mountains, but can't know that for sure. The blood trail suggests that's where he came from.
Yeah.
Is there a reason
I think
he might lie about the direction? Or
Well, yeah,
where
because
he
we
was
just
gonna be?
protected him, or I just healed him, so he's probably doesn't want us to get hurt, or he found some good gold and
No,
doesn't want us
I'm
to find his
asking
stuff.
the
Yeah.
well keeper if
Oh,
he can
sorry.
think of any reason.
I mean, not to borrow what Zach the person said, but yeah, if he is a gold prospector and he found a giant seam of gold somewhere and got attacked for his trouble, he might want to throw everybody off the scent of that major discovery until he's well enough to get back there his own self. He says, unfortunately, there are any number of reasons people would travel to the northern reaches. It's pockmarked with caves all over. It's it's where people who have negative intentions do their dirty dealings.
Hmm.
And he said there was a big blood trail, so I'm done being
Well, how
in
many
town.
days?
I'd
How many
like to
days ago
go.
was it?
This is the second day, so less than 48 hours.
I'd like to go
Okay.
see if there's still a trail that we can actually follow and see if we found what he discovered.
I'm kind of annoyed at the guy because he's lying to me. So
Mhm.
I want to go and wring his neck.
Yeah, and we'll talk you out of that. We'll just be like, we get it, that sucks, but we gotta find these things and move on. We have
Okay.
the longer that we stay away from the town Moonrest, God, Noonrest,
Mhm.
the longer we have to feed these animals. And no, thank you, I'm not feeding horses to things. So let's just
We have a
get a move
direction.
on it.
Yeah, we need to go kill that thing so that we can get out of here. Let's get our mission underway.
Yep.
To the north.
Onward!
Back
Someone
in,
look for a blood trail.
you're now basically up in these hills that are in the background of this image. Using the Wellkeeper's rough description of geographical features, Amon is easily able to take you guys to the area that he described finding the corpse, and there is old dried blood muddled with sand, as described, and this guy did crawl several hundred feet from the trailhead to this point. The blood spatter and rough trail that he left is not hard to follow. Winding up the pathways, it gets a little bit harder once you hit stone. There's no trail per se to follow except for some blood drops here and there. But you're pretty sure you're working your way up. If you look at the left side of the picture, sort of along that serpentine trail path, going up into the V-shaped cavity between the second and third peaks there. There is a very obvious opening to a cave, and Amon's best guess is that this man issued forth from there. There's no other divergence from the path here. The trail starts here.
Let's go in. Do we want to take the whole party, or do you just want to send?
I'm gonna look ahead,
2 or 3
just kind of
of us
scout
in?
a little bit.
Yeah, I'm gonna find a place where we can, put girl and dumb boy and just sort of
And the Griffin,
stay.
we're gonna. Someone's
Geffen
gonna
and
have to
Griffin
stay
and
with us to-
Leor.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
assumed that we left the entourage back in town. Is that not the case?
We did not decide.
Mm-mm.
So,
We didn't decide to do that, so the assumption would be that they're with us.
Okay. Should
So
we send
I'm-
them back to town?
no, not now that they're here. I'll just kind of stay at the, entrance to the cave and stay near them. But also, I'll be able to hear you if you do our caca.
You're so brave.
All right.
Yeah, so I'm going
I'm
to
going
go
in.
kind of scout out the cave and see, just
I'm
kind of
behind Amon.
investigate a
Happy's
little bit.
behind me.
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm leaving Andy with the
Okay.
trailer or the
That sounds
Right.
good.
wagon.
And I'll be bringing up the tail end of the caravan going inside.
Did we
Alright.
lose John?
No,
Oh
no,
no, there
sorry.
he
It
is.
took me a minute to sort this map out. I'm trying something different this time. Instead of doing dynamic lighting, we're trying fog of war. Amon is the first person to enter the cave. You walk in 20, 30 feet. It's a pretty standard cave opening. There's signs that people have come and gone from here pretty recently. Following the first jog slightly to the left, you do find a pile of bones and some recent kind of fresh blood. It's worth probably bringing everybody in at this point. And I'm
Is
gonna
it
move you guys
horse
to the
shaped?
map.
Can the cart fit inside the cave?
Through the opening, yes, but if there's any kind of turns at that diameter, no.
It won't be able to make it. Okay.
Like it's one of those things where you're gonna get stuck pretty easy.
Okay.
Did you
Can you
lose
guys see
me?
stuff?
I see nothing. I see black.
You have to scroll down.
I'll zoom out.
Yeah.
That'll
in the
help, huh?
lower right hand
Oh,
side.
there we
Lower
are.
right corner, yep.
I see it.
I legit see nothing. Oh, there it is.
Sorry, I thought I moved everybody with the shift click, but apparently it didn't work or doesn't work in this configuration. So that's what we've got so far, and Amon has scouted up to here and found a pile of bones that have been gnawed clean of flesh and muscle, and there's some recent blood within the last 48 hours or so.
Is
Cool.
it dark enough that I need a torch?
If you don't have dark vision, yeah, once you get
Okay.
past right about where Oni is, people will have a hard time seeing without some light source.
For
Okay,
those
then
of us with dark vision, though, let us go first so that we have a chance to see what's in there without it seeing us first because of the light.
Okay. I'll stand back here and light a torch.
Okay. With Amon, we're going to keep scouting. Or at
Okay.
least I'm moving Ani forward.
I don't want to get too far away from Ani. So
I'm going to start moving in.
Does our dark vision people see anything extra before our light, blows us out and makes us obvious that we're there?
What is this black spot?
It is a giant hole in the ground. The actually, make a perception roll, Oni, and probably Amon would have a clear line of sight to it, but no one else.
I'm checking out the bones that's over here.
Oni, you're not sure. I mean, it's a deep hole, right? Like even to the limits of your dark vision, you don't see a bottom. But the fact that it's cut so precisely, almost perfectly square, and there are evidences of like tool markings around each of the four sides, looks like it was dug deliberately. You think this was intended to be like some kind of deadfall trap that something has sprung.
Interesting.
Draco, you're playing around in the bones. There's a bunch of different bones. Some of them appear to be human, and the multitude, the majority of them are animal. As Amon advances, you can see that you have to take special care to not fall in the hole, but there is now the option to go north or south. The tunnel seems to diverge from this point.
Oh, yes, I will make sure to point out the hole in the floor to those of us behind us.
As you advance to the north, the tunnel continues ahead and seems to branch to the right.
Do we see anything to the south?
There is a branch of tunnel that goes that way.
I'm gonna move south.
Hold on 1 second.
Okay.
Amon, I need you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh.
Nice. You narrowly dodge. You step on a bit of sand ahead of you, and there's like the cracking sound of reeds shattering, and the ground gives out beneath you, and you start to fall, but are able to put all of your weight on your back foot and kind of like fall backwards on your butt to avoid certain death in the hole. But you found another pit trap.
I shout out to the rest of the group to be careful. There's
Shout?
booby traps everywhere. A little panic that I almost just felt.
All right, do I see anything to the south? Moving into this section of
Revealing is difficult.
cavern.
There is a path that lies ahead of you to the west, and a branch that seems to go north. The cavern opens much wider as you head west as well.
Okay.
Guys, we should probably group
Come
up.
back together. Yeah, I think I've cleared as much of that area. I'm gonna double back. Let them know what I found to the south.
Watch out for the hole.
Branches off twice. So before we go and get separated, let's clear one section of the cave at a time.
Seems very fair. Draco and Amon, I need you to both make perception checks real quick.
Yeah. Let's see.
Nice. Good eyes, boys. In the ahead of you, the cave narrows somewhat to like a pinch point, and you both have very keen eyesight. On the ground between the outer cavern wall and the small pinch point created by the jutting out about 4 inches above the ground is a small, very, very narrow cable. Looks almost like monofilament. Without the torchlight reflecting it, you may not have even seen it. Some kind of tripwire is present.
I let Oni, since she's right next to us, know. Careful, there's a tripwire up ahead.
Can you mark these with a little spell or something so that we can see them? I don't know if there are any cantrips that you can cast multiple times, but it would be a good idea to put something down.
Not that I have currently in my my stuff. Let me see if I got something else I could use.
What's it called? Prestidigitation, where you can just do random little things.
But that's not a druid spell.
I'm familiar with different types of traps.
Are you able to? Are you able to
Both sides
disarm
did
it?
Like, if only we had a rogue.
I know. If only we had a brave rogue.
Rogue.
I got your back, Renan. Come on up. Disarm this trap.
Go be a proper roger.
I mean, I guess
Seriously.
we could step over it. She might not be able to hear us again.
Well, see, I'd say we step over it, but I don't trust Hoppy. He's kind of clunky.
Have you even told me about it? Because I'm wondering why you guys are taking
Not yet,
so
because you're way back there behind us. We-
Stamp. I stepped on it, like you said. No, stepped over it. Wait.
Right. Okay, so now that everyone's back up over here, let them know that there's a tripwire up ahead. And we try to get Michelle to undo the trap.
In the meantime, do you want to step over it? And try not to trigger it?
I'm willing to try.
I'm more familiar with this kind of thing, so I'm gonna try and just trace where it's going and be very careful to step over it and try to string.
Built into the walls here, there are like 3 or 4 on each side, narrow circular holes, and like peeking inside, which is a very, very dangerous thing to do. You can see like the metallic head of an arrow. Like there are either using some kind of air bellows or pressurized mechanical springs. You think the intention is when someone trips this trap, the arrows will fire in that intersection point, skewering whoever is fool enough. Michelle says she wants to disarm the trap.
So I'm gonna move back out of the way as to not be in harm's way and it up.
Does she have enough light from where I'm at? Do I need to get closer?
Does she have dark vision?
She does not.
Okay.
Hoppy, you might want to be a little bit closer. I'm gonna preemptively, not to take away her agency, but move her into a position. And Michelle, if you can hear me, I need a Thieves' Tools proficiency check using dexterity as the ability score.
She logged out of Discord. She needs to log back in again.
Wanna rock and roll all night.
And part of every day.
Do you think she'd be upset if I rolled for her? I don't want to take away her first rogue moment, but
What do you think, Caleb?
Let me just go in and see if I can help her real quick.
Okay.
Come on to the rescue.
Okay, I'm back.
You're back! Yay!
I don't- My Discord keeps crashing. I don't know how to do a thieves tool check.
From your proficiency on the lower right-hand corner, you should have Thieves' Tool somewhere.
Lower left.
Oh, yeah, lower left.
I can see thieves tools, but I can't click it. It's not clickable.
Are you sure? Because I can click it.
You shut up.
Just beneath your passive perception score, you have. There you go.
No, that's me.
Did a land vehicles proficiency check.
I only have so many things.
God, I found it. I did strength. Was that wrong? Because that's what I want.
It should be Dex, but
I'll fix it.
Either result is fine.
Well, it was better.
It was better.
It was the same roll.
God, sorry guys.
No, you're good. You you beat the DC to disarm the trap, and you did it by 5 or more. So you have 2 options here. You can completely disarm the trap so that no one can set it off, or you can preserve the ability to turn it back on at a later date should you want to. So you can like temporarily bypass it now so that the party can investigate what's further to the east here, but preserve the ability that when you're done, you can set it back up as a completely viable trap.
Second option, please. I'd like to preserve the ability to retrap.
I foresee us running, screaming out of this cavern, and her rearming it to shoot whatever's
Exactly.
chasing us.
Renan, from this position, you're now the furthest person advanced this direction. You can see a little bit more from the cast off of the light. There are 2 large mounds of, like, it looks like freshly tilled earth, like if someone recently dug a hole and then packed it back in. You can't always get all the dirt to go back into the same space that it took. It looks kind of like that. There's another one on the other corner here. As you guys advance, you can see this as
I'm
well.
gonna position myself in front of Renan so that she's behind me as we move into the new room.
I'm going to stay behind her.
I attack the earth.
I guess make an attack roll.
Let's see what's
With a
going
shovel.
on in these.
It's Adventure Time shovel with Hoppy.
Let's see what's going on in these dirt piles.
Oni and Amon, as you guys approach the brown raised dirt piles and touch them to see what they are, the earth beneath you begins to violently tremor.
Uh-oh.
The walls and the ceiling, not so much, but the earth beneath you is violently shaking back and forth. And to those close to the piles, you can hear a chittering sound that sounds like a series of high-pitched chirps and squeaks.
Scarabs!
When the center of each mound erupts and hundreds of metal-backed scarabs emerge from the holes. I'm going to represent them as these guys. Oh shit. That's better. And I'd like everyone to roll initiative for me.
Book your token.
Wow, I actually got a decent one.
Hey!
Who don't I have in the sheet?
Me.
Thank you. Oni, you act first to the eruption of desert scarabs.
Heck yes, I do. I am gonna wallop this little swarm in the face.
Unfortunately, they are hard to hit because they're very small, and you just slash at them wildly. Maybe you're a little off-put because, like, the freak factor of just hundreds of scarabs pouring out of the ground like a torrent of
Maybe
liquid
my
metal.
second one will do better. Nope. The exact same.
How about it does exactly the same?
Yes. These are too small. I need bigger bad guys.
All right, a little off your game. It is now Draco's turn. Oh, sorry. Did you want to move, Oni?
No, I think. Oh, yes, I do. I want to position myself between Renan and the scarabs. She's not
Okay.
a fan.
It is Draco's turn.
Okay, I'm going to do my flaming sphere. I'll just put a little area where I'm going to put it. Basically right at these guys over here.
Nice.
Can you see that? I didn't fill it in. There you go.
But don't hit them
That's
on.
not right.
Well, it's a
Don't
little
hit-
big.
Don't hit them on.
Put it closer to the edge.
It's only 5 foot diameter. Don't need. It's a flaming sphere. So one of these guys.
So the red one.
Wild how the colors are just appearing on them.
Can it hit both the red and the blue?
I believe he makes an like.
It
but it's
stays
only-
there for 1 minute.
I see.
Nice.
Nice.
And a dexterity saving throw.
And then as a bonus move, I can move it. A bonus action. So basically, I wanted to land on one and then swing it and hit the other one with it for the bonus.
Sorry.
If I
Yeah,
could.
I assumed. So I was assuming you're going to hit red, and then any creature that ends its turn there takes the burn damage.
There you go. Okay, that's fine.
So this guy failed his saving throw, and he takes how much? 7 damage. And do you want to make any movements?
Me personally, I'm in a good spot, so I'll stay.
Keep running, and running. It's your turn.
Okay. I feel like that's going to be a normal thing.
Yes.
Oh, idiot. I'm dumb. Okay.
Don't talk
So
about my
unique
friend that
battle
way.
cry.
I'm sorry, what? I'll move here. Dab.
Did you say stab or dab?
Dab.
She said
Both?
dab.
Oh, shoot. Sorry, I didn't mean to hit that twice. I'm assuming a 7 does not hit.
A 7 does not hit. That is true.
Cool. And then I'm going to. Can I dash away without because
You
I
can.
have my sneak? Yeah, I'm gonna go back here. I know. I moved 5 feet, or 10 feet, whatever, but that's what I'm doing.
Okay. Hoppy, it's your turn.
Who is this?
That's Amon.
It's me.
It's
Okay.
me.
I don't recall if swarms get attacks of opportunity.
They do. It did not apply to Renan because she has
Yeah, the bonus.
roguey
Okay.
abilities. Yep.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm gonna go ahead and rage and attack the dude right next to me.
Do it. Do it. That is a good swing for 15 points of damage. That ain't nothing. Like a furious rampage of slashing, slash stomping, slash punching, just mutilating swarms of scarabs. Any other action? Oh no, I guess that was rage bonus. Yep, you're good.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And now it's my turn. We'll start with 2 swarm attacks on Hoppy. Both of those are hits. The 9 becomes 4 damage, and the 10 becomes 5 for a total of 9 piercing damage. And then I will make 2 similar bites against Amon.
Nah.
Oh
Oh.
no. So that's a total of 30 damage, but the crit is
Fuck.
the bad news bears.
God.
Yeah. So
Good thing you're our tank.
Amon goes to 0 hit points, it looks like. That is brutal. Watch out for the what? Okie dokie. It is Amon's turn. Amon at 0. I need you to make your first death saving throw, which is just a 20-sided die. You can click death saving throw from your character sheet too if you'd rather.
This is cool. We're already dying. Okay.
Oh! You're wearing one of the secret Surviving the Sands necklaces, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't have to make death saving throws. They will ignore you now that you're unconscious.
Okay.
Yay!
You're good. Oni, it's your turn. Actually, you should make a death saving throw anyway in case you critically succeed, because then you'll pop up at 1 hit point.
Okay. Is it the death saves button?
Mhm.
Yep, it should be clickable on your character sheet. If not, it's just a d20.
Yay! 18. Pretty close.
Mark a success on the sheet, and we'll just keep track of it. Oni, it's your turn.
Alright, I am... Well, I think I'm just gonna go ahead and attack green
Okay.
twice. That one hits.
Before you make your second roll, or go ahead. The second roll will be against orange because you killed green.
Okay. Then I can move over here for the second attack.
Yep. And 17 also hits for 8.
Okay. Is there anything I can do for Amon?
The options to help him are to make a medicine check, DC 10, to stabilize him, which means he doesn't have to make death saving throws anymore or risk dying. Use your action to force feed him a potion of healing, which will restore him to X number of hit points, and he'll be able to stand up on his turn.
But I've already taken the action.
Right. I'm just explaining what can be
Okay.
done, or a healing spell that restores hit points. Those are your options.
Okay.
Normally, you'd also want to, like in your role as a tank, you'd want to defend a down player from being attacked. Because if a player who's at 0 hit points gets hit by something, they take an automatic failure in their death saving throw. Amon doesn't have to worry about that because of the Surviving the Sands amulet that he bought. The scarabs will not try to eat him.
Oh, nice. Okay.
They got to the devouring the flesh part. They ate his meats and went, "Oh God, this is gross."
Gross meats. Okay. Then that is the. Can I move over here so that they at least have something else to attack? This one has something else to attack, and I'll end here. Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
At the end, oh sorry, Draco, I didn't have you roll damage, but blue and red need fire damage because they didn't technically leave the flaming sphere's space. They ended their turns still in base contact with the flaming orb.
Okay, so what do I need to roll?
Just that fire damage again. I guess it's 2d6.
Yeah.
And you'll have to walk me like a hawk on that kind of stuff because for some reason I will cheat you out of it every single time. I'm not trying to, I just forget about it, and 7 damage to each.
And about how much time's passing so far? Because this only lasts for a minute.
Each round is 6 seconds.
Oh, okay, cool.
So you'll get 10 potential turns with that orb.
Sweet.
And it is your turn again, Draco.
Okay, the next one I will do is, since I see Amon's down, I'm going to go ahead and do Healing Word at him. So, is it?
Oh, 7 hit points is better than none. Amon, you have 7 hit points now.
Jeez, seriously, I'm a great healer, guys. I roll ones constantly.
And 6s.
And 6s, yes. Then, okay, can you quickly explain the bonus action things again? I'm sorry, that's still a new concept for me.
3 actions in D&D 5e: attack, move, and bonus. The spell that you just cast, while it should seem like it's an action, is actually a bonus because it's just like a fleeting little baby heal.
Oh,
So you
okay.
still have your action and your move left. You can use your action to make an attack or cast a spell. You can use your movement to move up to your character's speed of 30 feet. You cannot move the orb because moving the orb into a new character space costs a bonus action, which you've
Right.
spent this turn to heal.
Right. Okay.
Can you use a bonus action as an action?
Can you use a bonus action as an action? No.
No, an action as a bonus action.
I don't hate that house rule, but I think RAW the answer is no. But like if he wanted to give up his action to move the orb, that's fine with me.
Okay, I'm going to cast Produce Flame and throw it at blue.
Okay. And I gotta make a guessing.
It was 1d8. I just rolled. I got a 7. So-
Do I have to make a save or do you have to hit me?
It straight says you can attack with this flame, although doing so ends a spell. You can cast this spell, or as an action or on a later turn, you can hurl a flame at a creature within 30 feet of you. Make a ranged spell attack. On hit, the target takes a 1d8.
So make a ranged spell attack.
Right, how do I do range? I just clicked on the thing, I thought. No?
Uh,
Oh, that's a damage
So-
type. Okay.
Yeah, some of the spells are going to be counterintuitive. Oh yeah, there it is. You rolled a 19, and I'll give you the same 7 damage you rolled before.
Okay.
Wow.
Nice.
I can't heal with a damn, but boy, I can attack sometimes.
What a healer! He's burning all those things to death.
Mhm.
I like the fires.
I mean, like they say, the best defense is a strong offense, right? Like,
Right? There you
if
go.
you kill them faster, you have to do less healing, which makes you a good healer.
Exactly.
Any movement from Draco?
No, he's still staying. He's still far enough away from the deadlies.
Renan. What are we stabbing today?
We're gonna go stab Orange. We're gonna go try to stab Orange. Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah. I rolled a 73.
Let's pull up the table.
Yeah. Get your table ready.
It's a weapon attack, and you rolled a 73. Oh, well, that's not fair because you're gonna kill it.
That's fair. Let the little girl kill something. Jeez, she has one goal.
Well, I meant
It
like
run
the
away, I
effect,
thought.
the effect that you get isn't super fair because it's dead now.
Can it
God
happen
damn
to
it.
the other character?
So what happens is you kill it, Renan, murdering its face, and the critical table effect that you got was you can now take the dodge action for free.
God dang it.
You're not in any immediate danger of that being a concern for you. So I'll give you 2 choices, and you can decide which one you like better.
Yes,
These
sir.
seem like equivalent boons. I will give you like a momentum advantage, so that the next time you attack another scarab, you will have advantage on that attack. Or I will let you like use that sort of combat momentum to like knock Oni out of the way of the next thing that attacks her, giving the next creature that attacks Oni disadvantage on that attack.
Oni comes up next in turn order. So I'm going to momentum her away and disadvantage
Sounds
attack.
I like this plan.
good. Any other movement from Renan?
Nah.
Hoppy, it's your turn.
Hulk smash.
Do I not get any advantage for having the sage and hibiscus shit?
It means that the scarab beetles will not eat you past 0 hit points. They won't actually devour you as beetles often do.
I'm so glad we bought those.
It's actually kind of helped save a moth's life potentially.
Yeah.
It's twice potion of climbing and then
For
the sage and hibiscus.
real. Yeah. Thanks, Renan.
Mhm.
Almost like Michelle's played this game with me before.
Red one.
Almost like if he says to do something, fucking do it. Although I do have to say, you have thrown us so many bones, sir, compared to other campaigns I've played with you. I'm like, well, he's helping us out here, guys. Also, Never, always take first watch. Nothing ever happens in first watch.
Any other actions or movements? Hoppy killed the third Scarab Swarm. One Scarab Swarm blue remains.
This is
Uh,
fun.
I should move over to blue. I'm gonna go over to blue. Let me get the right tool up first so I can run to blue. Right
Unless you
there.
can block it so I can't see it to help kill it.
All right, it is swarm time, and the swarm has 2 eligible targets. It can hit a giant Minotaur man, or it can hit a bleeding ranger. And I'm gonna let the coin decide. I'm gonna roll a 20-sided die. A 1 through 10 is Caleb, and an 11 or better is Mark. Nice.
Oh,
Caleb.
that is unfortunate.
That is unfortunate.
John, just to throw it out there, I don't have that thing, the amulet. I didn't get one because I had no money. So would they be more apt to attack me?
No, I
No,
thought
just not
I
finished.
bought you. I thought I bought you everything that you needed.
I thought basically everybody ended up with one.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Oh.
sure I bought you one.
I didn't write it down,
I'm
so
pretty sure we bought 5.
okay. Then I will write it down.
And here comes my less than half HP swarm attack. Is that exacties?
Yeah.
And we're down again.
Amon is back to 0 hit points. Good
Take
news
my
is,
licks and keep on
yep.
falling over.
You should try not dying.
Amon, on your turn, I need a death saving throw. Just in time. Okay, that counts as 1 failure. We're 1 step closer to death.
All right,
But it's
red
good.
is dead,
Good.
right?
Red is dead.
Yeah?
Okay.
Me too.
Oni, it's your turn. See, Zach, you did it again. God damn it. Roll fire damage. Hold on. It's possible
No.
Zach's flaming orb killed me at the end of my turn because I didn't move.
Well, you just went, so what was it again?
2d6. I think I have to take it if I don't move. I don't think I even get a save, right?
Another 7.
You leave me at exactly 1 hit point.
And I did 4 damage with my first attack.
Nice. Killing it outright, stomping them for good measure, crushing everything that moves beneath your boot heel.
Fix them on! Fix them on!
Surveying the landscape, it looks like the scarab threat has been ended.
Do.
For now.
I'm gonna, while Amon is getting tended to, I'm gonna investigate the rest of this area and see if there's anything beyond the earth piles that the scarabs came out of.
On the far wall, like in the corner that you're closest to, Oni, there's some scribbling that has been sort of like carved with a relatively sharp instrument in the wall, but they don't make any sense to you. They're not letters from a language you speak. They don't even really look like a language per se. Looks like graffiti.
Do I have anything in the Dungeoneer's pack that would let me like copy it down and take with us?
Like a Xerox machine or a camera? No.
No. Well, like
Like a
you said, it was
piece of
scratched
paper that
in
you can.
to like take a rubbing of it or something.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
So I cast my healing spirit again, and he's just hanging there, healing up a little bit. So if anyone needs to get a little bit of healing, I would suggest go over towards there.
You have 5d6 to dole out. I'm guessing Amon's gonna need most of them.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's come on.
I'm full. I think Hoppy's the only other one that took damage.
Does it make sense to give Hoppy that first 4 and then roll the rest for Amon? That puts Hoppy at 30 of 35.
There you go.
Roll 4 more d6s.
No ones.
You can use the multi-die roller. Yep. Total of 12 for Amon. 1-1.
We'll take it. It's
Yeah, it's
better
not bad.
than 2.
Tis it is.
You rolled exactly average.
Right? It's,
All right. I'm gonna head back this
Is there-
way.
Is there any reason to look through the
mounds.
mounts?
Only if you want to try to find more scarabs.
Yeah, no. I'm following Oni.
Oni, did you show anybody the mark on the wall or the rubbing you took of it?
I put it in my inventory. I figured we could
Okay.
review it together later.
Sure.
I just wanted to
Mention
take it
it.
and get the rest of the cave explored.
Are you going to mention it so we could go, or are you just
Sure.
keeping it?
I'll gesture over to the area in case you guys want to take a look at it, and just say I took a rubbing of this so that we could look at it further. It doesn't make any sense to me now, but maybe it will make sense to someone else.
Is it in Minotaur language?
And then I'm gonna keep going.
It is not. Renan says, like she's reading it, danger, wrong way.
But there's nothing over there, so.
There was danger.
Can I-
That was the wrong way.
Can I use Cure Wounds when I'm not in?
Yeah.
I'd like to do that. I'm still not feeling great.
Alright, I'm going to go up first with my dark vision.
Right where you are, I need you to stop and make a dexterity saving throw.
Yeah!
Okay. Oni, you fall into a deep pit, the bottom of which is... Hold on. Oh my goodness. Is that 18 points of healing? That can't be right. Is that right? What am I looking at? How do you have a second level spell already?
Maybe I just did it wrong.
Just want to investigate.
Let me try it again.
Yeah, you only have first level spell slots, so you can't upcast.
Okay, that makes sense.
But still, 10 hit points is pretty solid. No, that's the 2. I don't understand. So this yeah, that's better. You can even have the 8 from the first roll because that was just the base cure wounds.
Gotcha.
Is
Yeah,
D8
yeah.
plus 2. Yeah. So you get 8 more. That puts you at 20-ish. Yeah.
I think it's 18.
Oni, you okay?
I don't know.
Oni,
Try not falling in hole.
you fall deep into a hole. You take 11 points of bludgeoning damage as eventually your body is battered on some sharp and jutting rocks. You also find yourself submerged up to your chest in water.
May I attempt an acrobatics thing to see if I catch myself on the side of the thing after I fell, instead of going all the way into the hole?
So you critically failed on that saving throw.
No.
So
That's a no.
I'm willing to my house rule, like my GM rule, is like if you miss by 5-ish, I will let you like try to save yourself.
It was worth asking.
No,
It
I
was.
don't disagree.
Solid ask.
I was hoping maybe you'd forget it was a critical fail. Okay, so I take 11
It was
points of
a-
damage.
Good job as a minesweeping agent. Yes, 11 points of damage, and you're in the bottom of a hole. You're having a hard time treading water here with broken legs. So there's also like the real world scenario where you drown.
I don't have broken legs.
Okay, I run over
think-
towards the hole. Can I tell how deep it is? I.e., is it deeper than 15 feet?
It is deeper than 15 feet.
Okay.
Damn.
You can
And
hear it
don't-
sloshing around in the water.
Don't jump in the hole and swim.
I think I have 50 feet of rope, so
Get me out.
I can.
I
Drop the-
also take a little bit of issue with this because of Earthwalk. I shouldn't have issues walking.
On the Earth?
And I would argue,
I should understand that there isn't Earth there.
I would argue, yeah, you had no problem walking on the Earth. The problem came when there was no Earth there anymore.
It was the walking on the air that was.
I call shenanigans.
you don't have air walking.
All right.
Or water
Absolute
walking.
shenanigans.
Get me out of here.
Hoppy, make a strength check for me to just play fishing for warriors.
Strength, not saving throw. Just the strength.
Really?
Correct.
John, really? Okay, fine.
Bloop. Got one on the line. You're able to pull her up, and she climbs the ropes. So you're both sort of like working toward the same goal, and safely, slightly damaged on this side of the pit. There is a bit more to the cave ahead of you. You can see that the cave dead ends there in sort of a bulb shape, and there is a raised dark earth dirt mound in that room.
Don't trust it.
Does it look just like the other ones?
It looks just like the other ones, like could either be a scarab mound or buried treasure. You don't know for sure.
What?
I mean, there was a
obviously, go
trap
check it
here, so
out.
it's probably treasure, guys.
I like the way you think. You go first.
I'm gonna.
There was also
look over here
a trap
first.
before the other one, and there was no treasure there.
This is a bigger, more impressive trap, though.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do healing word on her. Try to get her legs back in order
Thank you.
because they kind of jankied up.
They're not supposed to stick out in both directions.
Not really. So there you go. Got 6
Thank
healing
you.
on you.
All right. Are we
And since
going...
I
with my
see a
medicine, I
horse.
help set it.
Hey, we found the horse.
The Minotaur Hoppy moves farther south down the cave, unveiling a horse and rider that have been gnawed upon. The belly of the horse is basically like an empty cavity. All the intestines and guts have been eaten away. The human rider has the lower half of its body has been completely consumed.
Scarabs.
And somewhere from farther within the cave than you can see, there's a low guttural growl, just a
That got the dogs up.
yeah, and we'll investigate what that is or isn't next week.
Perfect way
Yay!
to end it.
We've somehow found the cave of no wonders.
Oh, there was some wonders.
The
Wonder
cave
why
of
this
Amon
is-
Jai.
I wonder how they keep making the same mistake.
Right? Just stomp around blindly.
You've
At
got a
least we're
rogue.
consistent.
That's true.
If only we had someone that could detect traps.
And or disable them.
Yeah, it'd be
I
nice.
disabled it. Look, bitches. I don't go first.
Look, bitches.
I don't go first.